What is up, everybody? What is up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Dodgers baseball. Dodgers versus Reds. And my mic is all blurry. How come? How come? All right. This game is set to start at 1 o'clock my time. That's 5 minutes. 5-minute warning from now. Little spring training Dodgers baseball. Dodgers versus Reds, as you can see by my surroundings. This will act. It's kind of a, preparatory deal for the regular season that starts in just a few weeks in Tokyo. So looking forward to it, y'all. Looking forward to it. Dodgers baseball is back on Valhalla Sports Talk. Shout out to those that have already checked in. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in the house. Shelby Minnick, good afternoon. Shelby also checked in over on the Twitch. Shelby also checked in over on the Twitch. She goes by She Must One over there. Elishiva Jones is in the house. What's up, Elishiva? So the Dodgers finally got their first win of spring training yesterday. Well, that's a good thing. They're now 1-3. Love your cool Dodger spring training cap. Gotcha, Elishiva. I didn't buy one of those. Ricardo Moreno in the house. What's up, Ricardo? Beto Campano checks in from Tampa Bay. Go blue. Go blue. Alrighty. So this will be the debut of the Major League package this year on my television. So that's cool. Bought and paid for with the Padre games this year. So there won't be those games to worry about in 2025. But I'm going with I don't really know exactly what we're doing for the regular season, y'all, but I'm going to go with that 3D deal. We debuted it a little bit last year. So that is not available during the spring training games. It's not available. So I'm going to try the different websites this week. Ricardo Moreno been a member for a year, 1 full year for one Ricardo Moreno. I didn't get my toys out, y'all. I didn't get my toys. We got the wood bat. The logo's almost gone. I almost bought a new one this year. Too cheap. But we did get the new big stick, y'all. We did get the new big stick while I was up. Well, I ordered it off of Amazon. And today's home run bobblehead will be LeBron James. LeBron James will be the home run bobblehead today. But yeah, I should have some sound starting up here pretty quick, y'all, for y'all. I'm still following the career of Gavin Lux. Yeah, Luxy going to be playing for the Reds today. Hopefully we get to see some De La Cruz, some Lux. We're looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I'm kind of confused here. As I mentioned, a lot of the features don't work on the setup right now, y'all. A lot of the features don't work, so this is just a test sesh. Pretty much this week will be, as we try to incorporate the 3D stuff. Theo says it's time for Dodger baseball. I think I still got that. Nope. Yep. None of the gadgets are working, y'all. I still want a bobblehead of Andrew Freeman in a white robe. Wait, what? Ricardo Moreno with a $10 Valhalla holla. Does the F2 work? Hey, the F2 works. Valhalla Sports, the #1 show. Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, thank you. Let me type that in here. I think my kid's headed to the gym. Val is the only gadget working here. So listen, y'all. During this stream, it is very possible that during this stream, the Dodger bling shows up at the crib and the batting helmet. It is very possible. They are on trucks as we speak. Where's the Thor emoji? Listen, I ain't worried about no emojis. I ain't worried about none of that, y'all. This is just a test sesh. This is spring training baseball. This is spring training baseball, y'all. We're not worrying about none of that. We're just streaming to stream at this point. Tonight, LA Kings hockey on the channel, y'all. It's a late one, 8:30 start. 8:30 start tonight for the Kings taking on the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Don't anticipate we'll be seeing Theo for that one. But let's go to this 8 screen. Today for the stat poll, I'm going to go with what I've been using for most of the other streams as of late. Just because I think it is simple and beautiful. Now, the majority of the time, none of this is going to be displayed on the screen because we'll be looking at those 3-dimensional ball players running around. He's just waiting for his packages. Yeah, they're both supposed to be here today. So the replacement for the bling chain that they screwed up and the batting helmet. And I've been told, at least I read, that the batting helmet will fit on my noggin. This hat is a 7 3/8, and apparently that's what that batting helmet is. So we'll see. It's supposed to be for display only, y'all. So I don't know if they got like a nub on the inside of it or what. But all right, here we go. So Goodyear Ballpark up there in Phoenix is the locale, y'all. Let's try to get some audio here.
Español es cortesía de
Budweiser, Yamamoto Resort and Casino en San Manuel, tus concesionarios Toyota del sur de
be making their Dodgers debut today. And it's not just them. They've also got Alex Vesia, who's expected to be coming out of the bullpen, Blake Trinan. So today it's going to be a lot of eyes not on just Tyler Glasnow, but also the other arms in the bullpen, guys.
All right, thank you, Kirsten. Goodyear, Arizona is where we are as the Dodgers.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal with your choice of all this for just $7. Because a full-size meal without that satisfying sweet treat, that's like chicken strips with no dip, like a burger with no bun, like a sundae with no drizzle. Whether you go for chicken strips or a cheeseburger, treat yourself to an honest-to-goodness meal with full-size fries, a drink, and dessert, all for just $7 a DQ.
As you get
Okay, so we're looking for the yoga lady to lean forward here. We're looking for the yoga lady to lean forward. It's probably about 20, 30 seconds. Oh, they got me, y'all.
Or a cheeseburger. Treat yourself to an honest-to-goodness meal with...
They got me. They ran their own commercial. So it wasn't the same commercial. All right, we'll get back to that as it goes. I thought Val was a size 8. Nope, nope, nope. Dog catcher in the house. What's up, dog catcher? That's nacho hat size. I don't know. That nacho helmet was too big on me, y'all. I couldn't wear it without a baseball hat underneath it to hold it up. So anytime the TV doesn't match what I'm looking at on the internet and it's video related, the keeping it synced is usually very difficult. Let me try to sync it here. Let me see if I can get her synced. Do 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 do. Is Taylor gonna swing, and then I'm gonna hit the pause button. I missed it. Come on, man. What are you doing, bro? Let's try it again, yo. Let's bring you the audio, at least.
13 and a 3.71 ERA. Right-hander makes his home in Tampa, Florida, 28 years old. He gets the call today for Terry Francona's Cincinnati Reds.
And for Francona, back in harness after so much success that he's had really as a manager. And started out his career.
Get to the stat page as soon as I can, yo.
Until some knee injuries really curtailed his playing career, but what a job he has done. And for Terry Francona, I've had the pleasure of knowing Terry since he was 14. The teammate of his dad, his last year
Ricardo
at the
drops
level.
a 5-bomb.
For Terry Francona, the health
That's crazy,
issues
bro.
that really kind of curtailed his stop in Cleveland, but back in harness and one of the good baseball people. And
Thank
one
you
of the
so
good
much,
people
Ricardo.
Overall.
3 times the manager of the
Chris
year.
L
with
gets
the-
one. Real Deal Prime, Ring Power,
Of course,
Greg
his career in the
Barber, and Doug
American
Noble.
League. Also managed Boston
If you're in the
and
chat, y'all, make sure to say
Cleveland in the
thanks.
American League. His first big league managerial job was with the Phillies. After coming up as a manager in the White Sox
It's
organization.
just trying to get me synced up, y'all.
Just another Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in Arizona. I mean, you know, talk about the weather to start any conversation, but the weather we've had here has been spectacular this spring.
All right, so Chris Taylor up first.
And Chris Taylor hoping that he can warm up the bat. It's been frustrating the last couple of years, and again he comes into camp. We mentioned this before. He has kind of redesigned the swing again.
The first pitch of the game comes at 105 miles.
I'm gonna refresh this. One more try, y'all. One more try. We're trying to learn how to get this thing synced up.
2-strike pitch, swung and missed. And Taylor is out, so 1 gone. Here to start the ball game.
That's been kind of the story with Chris Taylor.
So when they show this replay as my sync point. Thank you, Ricardo.
You see the catcher just sliding out. Trevino
We're
doing
safe.
the catchy today, sliding out of the breaking ball away. I think the big question with Chris Taylor is that where has the line drive gone? Because we've talked about it. He brought into the launch angle, and he says, look, I bought into it too much.
Max Muncy. Strike on him. He's got another one on the outside part of the plate. Now we understand, because this is a shared complex between the Guardians and the Reds, that it is set up for the ABS system, but Terry Francona does not want to use it because they're not going to use it during the regular season. So his stance on it is, why use it here? Did he go? Yes, he did. Rung up on appeal.
strikeouts
2
already.
strikeouts for Singer.
And both have been on breaking pitches, and for Muncy could not hold up on this one, just kind of jumping out a little bit more. I think from a hitter standpoint too, early in spring training is the timing. You have the swing. Mechanically, the swing may be there. But now the timing, in particular, the off-speed pitches, the breaking balls.
Teoscar Hernandez in right field. 2 down, nobody on. Here, top of the first. 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts. So because he just tossed the ball, we will not have an immaculate inning now. But he was 2/3 of the way there.
There you go. Again, this is kind of a test deal. I'm trying to figure out some things, trying to get the stack right on OBS.
And the pitch. 1 and 2.
Well, looking at Singer also, he works off the far side of the first base bag. There's a lot of right-handers that say they work off the third base side of the bag so they can get that outside corner, the front part of the outside corner against right-handed batters.
I appreciate it, Theo.
Here's next offer. Swing out, belted the left.
Let's go. Get down. Teoscar with the base wrap.
Hernandez just able to do so much. So, okay, each of the first 2 at-bats, 2 strikes, breaking ball. Was that something that Teoscar was looking for? You're not going to look for it with 2 strikes, but it was a breaking ball with 2 strikes.
Singer, last year, his season was definitely a tale of 2 cities. Early in the year,
Theo talking to us
late
over
March
on
through July, he
Twitch
was
there,
8-6 at an ERA of 2.88. Then after July, well, it became more of a nightmare for him. August and September, he went 1-7, and his ERA ballooned up to 5.5 plus.
Rosario hit a home run when we were up there at the game.
Early in the season, he was very good for Cincinnati.
Why am I doubting about CT3 and Muncie?
What you do late in the season, that counts. Just ask the Dodgers, they know.
And one of the problems for the Reds we'll get into as the broadcast continues, they have not been going late into the season or after the regular season very often.
What's up, Nick Ron?
Last year they finished under 500, 77 and 85. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. 2-2. History of the Reds, they're used to winning. They have not been able to pile up a lot of wins in the last few years. After a high one, struck him out. So Singer strikes out 3, gives up the hit to Hernandez, and the Dodgers leave 1, no score after a half inning.
All right, so we'll just stick here and see if it stays synced.
Carl Jr.'s El Diablo. Habanero Red.
El servicio de Allo Fiber nos ayuda bastante con el trabajo de bajar los programas para instalar.
I'm going to turn off the commercials, though, y'all. I'm not going to have them play. And we'll get back to it. But the Dodgers send 4 to the plate. We send 4. Teoscar, the one with the single to left. But the other 3 struck out. The other 3 players struck out. Rosario is a fan favorite with that smile, says Mario. Sheila in the house. Hello, Miss Sheila. Summer Obe checks in. Summer Obe checks into the chat. So on the Yahoo site, y'all, I really like the big graphics. I think you can read that on your cell phone. So impressed with it. We're going to go with Yahoo today, and then tomorrow I'll try the MLB site, and then we'll try Fox. We'll try all of them this week. This week, just a huge test session in anticipation of those Tokyo games. But as I mentioned, we are bringing on that 3-dimensional deal this year. It is not available in spring training. And I'm not sure what it all looks like, y'all. I mean, how hard it is to sync, any of that stuff. But here we go.
Baseman. Then the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Stevenson, Hayes, and Jamer Candelario at first base.
Bridal, McClain, De La Cruz, Stevenson, Hayes, Candelaro, Gavin Lux.
Batting 7th.
They got Lux playing 3rd.
Tyler Glasnow from Santa Clarita.
Glasnow on the bump for the Dodgers.
Last season, 9-6. Opponents hit just 190 against him. That was one of the lowest averages against in Major League Baseball. In fact, Hunter Green of the Reds had the lowest at 183. Luis Hill had one at 189, and then Glasnow was third at 190 against.
Ekron hoping that Lux makes the All-Star team.
In 2024. Ball's behind, right over the top of that pitch, and it's now 0-2. Glasnow very in tune with the mechanics of pitching. And last year, a career high 134 innings pitched. And he has dealt with injuries here and there and trying to avoid that this year. Wow. That one snapped in. Strike three.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Struck him out. Take a seat.
Hello and goodbye.
Who there?
And for
Just
Glasnow,
got
you
struck
start to
out
look
by
at a lot of different pitches that he
Glasnow.
has. Okay, there's the heater down and away. But if you look at what he did with a curveball last year, an 0.98 average
Mimo
against him. They
Fonseca
hit
in the
below
house.
a
What's up,
buck.
Mimo? Mike Cedillos checks in. What's up, Mikey?
Well, Matt McClain out of Irvine. First ball swinging, pops it up back behind the plate.
They are, Mike.
Down
They
in
are.
front of
The
us.
Dodgers are playing that.
Into a group of
The
Dodger fans.
Giants
He's got 4 outs in the game.
and the
all
Haitian
4
Tigers.
have
I'm going to
been
try to stream both of
strikeouts.
those, bro. I'm going to try to stream them both.
And 3 of the 4 on 3 pitches.
Be some early mornings.
Well, that last fastball from Glasnow, 97. Sean McClain, the brother of Matt McClain. There was a third McClain, too, Nick, who was a third-round pick out of Arizona State by the White Sox.
I wonder if F2 works
So
on
2 of the
here.
McClain brothers,
Yeah,
Sean
none of
and
them.
Nick,
None of them work
training
on
at the same
screen, though.
complex at Camelback Ranch. And Matt, just a 15-minute drive away over
He'll
here.
just drop
in
the
Goodyear.
link to the Twitch, y'all. If you go over there and give me a follow, I'd appreciate it.
On
It's
a bright,
free. It's
sunshiny
a free
afternoon, and they're
follow.
up on the bill of his cap.
A follow
Hopefully
on
there's
Twitch
no
is the
pop-up
same
to
as
the
a
right side
subscribe
of the
here on
infield, 'cause
YouTube.
that could be problematic.
There are some angels up in the sky today, some clouds, but still tough sky. He couldn't hold up, and he is out on strikes.
Take a seat.
2 up and 2 down. Glasnow's punched them
You
both
just
out.
got
There's
struck
the
out by
breaking ball. So
Glasnow.
5 outs in the game. 5 by strikeouts, and they have not been long at bats by either side. And that's what I talked about before, about being able to track that breaking ball. I mean, that's just a bad pitch, and you get caught in between with a check swing.
Ellie De La Cruz, the switch hitter. The Reds game yesterday, homered from both sides of the plate. His first 2 plate appearances.
Galobe been a member for
Became the
2
first
years.
Red to
2
do
years
that
at the Tier God
in spring
Award.
training
Thank
as
you
a
so
switch
much,
hitter.
Mike. Thank you so much, man.
Hit from both sides of the plate. Hit one out. In fact, the first one went 450 feet.
Thank
Second
you,
one
Hasuki.
was
Thank you for
right-handed,
subscribing.
409.
Robert Prado in
859
the
feet
house.
of
What's
home
up,
runs
Robert?
he hit. And this one is going to make it up the middle to the right
Base
of
wrap
second
for
base.
De La
and a base hit.
Cruz.
Well, we don't know if he's going to be stretching out the legs or not, but here's a guy that if he gets on base, he is always a threat to steal a bag.
Led the majors in stolen bases last year with 67. He's talking to David Bodie, saying probably nice to see you, but I won't see you for long. Here's
So if you got
Stevenson.
good peepers and a decent sized cell phone, you can see this.
Swing and a miss. Breaking ball.
You can see it. It looks good.
Reds took a step backward last year. They had 82 wins in 2023, but
Thank you,
last
Mike.
year against 77 and 85. Finished
Steve
4th
Mares.
in the Central
Steve
Division.
Mares in the house. What's up, Stevie? What's up?
65-year-old Terry Francona was retired, but not for long.
Let's go.
Saturday
This is
of
Theo
last
over there
year.
on Twitch testing me.
Won 2
Seeing
World
if I'm
Series
paying
titles with the
attention.
Red Sox. And is the Guardians' all-time winningest manager. Record with Cleveland, 921 wins, 757 losses. This one's flared to shallow right. It'll drop in. De La Cruz around second. He's on his way to third. Oscar Hernandez retrieves the baseball, and now the Reds with 2 outs have runners at the corners.
Well,
The only issue with this screen, with the Yahoo screen, is it doesn't do a good job at all telling you who's on base. It does have the graphic for outs, strikes, and balls.
Think of the time he spent in the minor leagues, too. So, I mean, he's...
But yeah, you have no idea who's on base here, do you? Right now, it's men on the corner with 2 away. Men on the corner with 2 away. Austin Hayes at the plate.
When Terry was in the White Sox organization managing their Double-A club in Birmingham, Alabama. Michael Jordan played for him for a season. So he got to enjoy riding the bus, but it wasn't just any bus.
No.
It was the Jordan Cruiser.
They rode in style.
Yeah, Michael made sure they had a better bus.
It's pretty shocking they don't have a little graphic for on base.
Austin Hayes, left fielder for Cincinnati with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, when Bob Castellini bought the Reds,
let me scroll down a little bit, y'all, and
majority
see.
owner in 2006, it appeared that the franchise was going to go in an upward spiral. And says, you know, we bought the Reds to win. But since he's owned the team, they've gone 1,414 wins and 1,562 losses.
Hayes in the air to right and deep. Teoscar back toward the
Trouble.
track, toward
Trouble.
the wall. It's off the wall. Outman playing the carom. Reds have a run in. Here comes another one. Bodie will throw to third. They'll get him there.
Okay, they give Bodie at third for the third out.
The out was made, so the Reds pick up 2 runs. And Hayes with a 2-run double. Thrown out trying to advance to third. After 1, Cincinnati 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
El servicio de Aloe Fiber nos ayuda bastante con el trabajo.
All right, so silence that for the commercial break. Go back to the main. Give the Reds their 2 runs. And it's 2-0 Reds. 2-0 Reds. After 1. I think we're going to need a bigger bus, says Obe. What you mean? What you mean, man? I just don't know how it looks in the end, y'all. I just don't know how it looks. I want this. I want them to make this 3D stuff active to see if we can do it. But Glass now got roughed up a little bit there, y'all. He got roughed up a little bit in that inning. Let's go back to the 8. Texas up 2-0 on the Sox. Cleveland up 1-0 over the Diamondbacks. San Diego, Chicago is the free game of the day on MLB, y'all. Tampa Bay, Minnesota was going to be a free game of the day, but it was canceled today. There is bad weather on the East Coast. Here we go, back to it.
Managers are always looking for the pluses and the minuses. How's the game played? Well, off the wall, Outman there backing it up. But he missed the double cutoff, but very alertly first over to third. So some pluses and some minuses, but a heads-up play to begin with.
Oh, I didn't pay attention, Marco.
The ball was going to be hit off the wall.
I didn't pay much attention to his velocity.
Bodie realizing what his job was at that time, backing up.
I know he struck out the first 2 guys.
Down to first. Nice play by Chris Woodward.
Dave Roberts talked so many times about, look, we need to be fundamentally sound. So, yes, the double cutoff man was missed, but very alertly, as you mentioned, is that Bodie is right there. But how you have and you think ahead. And the reason they work on fundamentals during the early parts of the day, in the morning, is so it becomes second nature to them. Doesn't have to take a thought process.
From the first baseman standpoint, you converted to
too
first
early,
to play
Michael.
over there for
A little too
bit.
early.
Once the runner's by you, you're out of the plate, but you've got to try to make yourself useful somehow.
Shocked they haven't extended Roberts yet, to be
so
honest
you're filling
with you.
in spots.
I am stunned.
And it's like a rundown. Okay,
the
fine.
Yankee
You make the
manager
play,
got
and
an
then you go
extra
ahead
2
and feed
years.
in, and you become on the opposite end. So the mechanics
I've heard they're working
of the
on it.
game
They're about to
itself,
make him the highest paid
the
manager
Dodgers,
in baseball.
Yes, the double cutoff was mentioned, but a couple other positive things within there.
Outman strikes out swinging.
4th strikeout for Singer.
And 3 of the 4 have been on breaking pitches. 1 fastball to end it. There's another breaking ball as well.
So far, he has had 10 swings and 6 misses.
No big stick
Getting
activated.
the
I'm just
Dodgers
screwing
to
around.
swing the bat early. Here's Bodie.
Hey, here's Bodie right here. Hasuke, here he is.
Veteran
Hasuke, am I
player.
saying your name right, buddy?
An interesting addition to the roster. Two balls, no strikes. When you look at the roster, too, the Dodgers will have decisions to make toward the end of the Freeway Series in particular. There's a ball tucked inside.
There it is, right down the right field line.
For 2.
Bodie going for 2.
To see if he'll stay there or not. And he
See.
will. Jake Fraley smothered it in the corner. So Bodie will pick up a double.
Not by design, but that ball a little
So
bit
at least
away
for
from
now,
him.
the
Going down
rest
the line,
of
Bodie,
the
not the fastest of runners.
the graphic is right about.
Keeping an eye on it once it goes
Sync.
into that corner. Is it
Of course,
fielded
that
cleanly or
moves
not?
throughout the stream.
And made a good play to get that ball back into
Watch
the
the rest
infield.
of the race on the flight. Food
Andy
sucked, but a
Paez,
great
the
finish.
DH.
Congrats to Christopher Bell, says Mr. Nobody. Welcome back.
Strike on the inside part of the plate.
Has anyone seen the news about us getting Rafael
a couple of
Devers?
days ago,
Says Michael Lowe.
I've
I
been
have
saying
not.
for a couple of years when we've
Did we
seen
get him,
Paez,
or-
he handles the ball inside.
It's conjecture.
Middle
What
of
are
the
we
plate
doing?
in exceptionally well. If you start to look at the games day in and day out. Not the case with the ball away
Here's
from
Paez,
him. We
y'all.
found some numbers. Middle of the plate
Cameron in
in,
the house. What's up, Cameron?
300 average. Middle of the plate away, 170.
I have. What do you call that when they put writing up on your TV, like you're blind
Yes, he does.
or
Would you
can't
like
hear?
to see him hit to the opposite field gap?
Anyway,
a
they're
little?
up on my TV for some
Yeah, but
reason. I don't know.
wouldn't
It's bugging
myself,
the shit
I
out
would
of me.
not phrase it as opposite field. I would phrase it as up the
David
middle,
got
left
the
center to
lotto
right
with
center.
$3. Holla holla.
Because
Thank
if
you
you
so
can
much,
handle
buddy.
the ball inside, you're quick enough and strong enough to believe, hey, look, I'm not going to get jammed a lot.
He wants to stay at
Occasionally, you're
third
going to get
base.
jammed. I don't care how quick you are. But
Yeah,
think
he
more
said I
maybe
am the
up
third
middle.
baseman here.
Although the Reds are playing him slightly the opposite way, at least in center.
2-2 is high. Full count to Paez.
Reds are not playing Paez to pull in the outfield. In the infield, yes, especially to the right side, second baseman playing up the middle.
There goes Bodie for third.
Is the little chat
Foul
thing
back
not
and
updating all
treat
of a
the
sudden?
second base.
And Bodie did not have a particularly
middle
great
of your
jump
screen?
either.
And Singer also, you got to figure, is getting close to the end of his outing. Typically 2 innings, 30
Yeah.
pitches at this
Well,
point. in the
Dodgers
spring.
right now are hoping so.
Yeah, there's action in their bullpen. Yeah, the way he's been throwing.
Yeah. He's faced 6 batters, has 4 strikeouts.
Let's give this
Yeah,
a
he's,
little,
he's had enough.
Is that any
kick in the
good?
butt.
There's pitch number 30, and that's ball 4. Tying runs
Yeah, the
aboard with one
captions.
out.
Devers is a notoriously
Trevino,
bad
the
fielder,
catcher, will
says
go
Summer
out
Road.
and give a word. Give Singer a little bit of time as Hunter Fiducia will be the next hitter.
Didn't get a chance to see Terry Francona because for years and years I would yell out to him, hey kid, you want to play catch?
There we
The
go.
reason
We
I
got it
yelled out,
fixed
"Hey,
just
kid,
in
do you
time
wanna
for the
play
bot."
catch?" The final year that his
Post
dad
over
played
on
in
Twitch.
Major League Baseball was with the Oakland A's. I was a youngster coming up. And Terry was all of 14 years of age. He would come to the ballpark and I would ask him, hey kid,
I got to
you wanna
block
play
the word
catch?
stream boo on Twitch. I don't know if he can do that.
He never said, I'll take a rain check.
Nope. And had he not had
That's springtime,
big knee
y'all.
injuries.
You can tell, too. I got to
he
get out
was
there. It's
just
time
quite a hitter.
to get on the yard.
Hunter Fiducia had himself a day a couple days ago against Kansas City. 3 hits, including a 3-run
Come on,
home
Dodgers.
run.
Let's get these
Had a
runs
total
back.
of 5 runs batted in that game.
That's my kind of girl behind home, y'all. Look at her cranking that beer down. Look at her cranking that 40 down in her Dodger gear.
Normally guaranteed or presented early in spring.
His major league
he did, Hasuke. He did.
So far, 4 for 5. He's
I had some
right out of the gate.
leftovers from yesterday. We got some of that.
Couldn't hold up on that one.
General Tso's chicken from the dollar store. It's really good, yo.
So far for the Dodger hitters.
They have the orange chicken or the General Tso's at the dollar store. It's $7, and it comes with the rice and the meat, and it was really good.
And a ground ball left side.
Come on, ground ball.
The turn, and it is.
And they get the double play. Come on, man.
For the Dodgers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Through an inning and a half, 2-0 Reds.
El servicio de Aloe Fiber nos ayuda bastante
Deborah
con el trabajo de bajar
Rita
los programas
checks in.
para
Welcome to
instalar
the
en los
stream.
carros. Nos ayuda bastante. Gracias, Aloe Fiber.
Welcome to the stream. I mute those commercials, y'all. Mute them. They be bugging me. They be bugging me. I don't think I have the little Thor guy. That would be the $7 store where you bought that, says Theo. Nah, it's in the frozen section, dude, and it's really, really good. I mean, if you go to Panda Express, that's the amount of food they gave you. That's probably a $13 plate, I guess. Yeah, and it wasn't any worse than that for sure. Not good, says Hazuki. I heard Shohei's looking good, hitting 95 miles per hour in the bullpen session, getting ready for Tokyo. They are going to play all of them in the next few days here, y'all. All of them. Freddy's going to play. Will Smith's going to return. Shohei's going to pitch. It's all going to happen before they leave Phoenix. It is all going to happen before they leave Phoenix, at least from what I've been reading. I am not a reporter, but I did stay at a really nice hotel last week. I am a non-credentialed reporter for the Dodgers. What changes did they make to Dodger Stadium? They dug really, really deep down both foul lines, really, really deep. And then underground, they built new facilities
150 plus
for the players.
Games and every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Tyler Glasnow finishing his work in the bullpen. 1 inning in the game.
Glasnow is out of the game, but working out in the
pitches,
bullpen.
11 of those for strikes.
Now we got some Anthony Banda action.
Banda makes his home in Mesa across the valley. His first pitch is driven to center field, and Outman can't collect it.
Outman dove to try to get it, but didn't get it. And they throw my man out at second. There you go.
So there's 1 out.
Good jump by Outman, an all-out effort, and then he wasn't just happy with the fact he didn't catch the ball. Watch the hustle that he has to
nice
pick
play,
up the
Outman.
baseball
Outman knocks it down
the
at least.
accurate throw into
Gets up
second
quickly.
base.
Has to run quite a ways.
Oh, it's so important.
And then
Get
fires
after the ball,
and guns
make
him
sure
out
you
at
go
second.
down, grasp it firmly, and a good throw. Good play.
So the last 2 outs.
Lux is up, y'all.
the Reds have
Pigpen
been
is at the plate.
On the
for
bases.
Reds.
There's a familiar face. Gavin Lux. For many of you, this is probably a shock to see him in a Reds uniform for the first time. Lux playing third base. And there is an open spot for the Reds for a third baseman. We have not seen Gavin play much third. We did see him in 1 game in the big leagues with the Dodgers. Play third. He played 6 innings.
They've got
against the
Dodger
Pirates
Stadium now, y'all, where they're
on
just
August
getting the
17th,
dirt level now.
2021.
They're just getting,
That's
they've
the last
got
time
most
we
of the
saw
dirt
him
in the
line up at
stadium,
third base.
down both lines.
And everyone with the Dodgers
And
wishing
it'll just be
the
a
best
matter
for
of
Gavin
days,
Lux.
not weeks, before they bring in new turf, in my opinion.
He takes a strike.
New sod, you know.
Anthony Banda, boy, did he become a popular figure on the Dodgers. There's even a look.
Let me tell you this about Anthony Bonda, y'all. The 2 days that we went to watch Dodgers practices on the practice side of the facility,
his time
there was no player that spent more time with the fans
minor leaguer, considered one of the better
than Bonda, signing autographs and stuff. And there wasn't a single player that spent more time than he did.
Teams and things do work out for you, and this might be an opportunity for him to really take advantage of.
I think especially playing half the games in the friendly confines, if you will, in
at least
Cincinnati.
The 2 days I was there.
It is more of a hitter's ballpark.
3-2 foul back.
Even though the Reds did not hit a lot of home runs, 174 as a team. Not necessarily a home run hitting design team to begin with.
I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, Theo. I'm kind of behind, dude. I'm kind of behind. This baseball setup isn't nearly ready.
That's outside ball 4.
All right, we walked him. We walked Lux.
It is still different seeing Gavin wearing a red uniform, though. He's probably used to it by now.
Well, I think anytime a member of the
Valhalla,
Dodgers
I sent you a stream idea in free-for-all chat.
Because I tell you this, when Tommy Lasorda was the manager...
I don't even know what that is, bro.
As a player,
what
you
is
didn't
that?
own anything in your closet that was red.
He had a rule.
Or orange.
Way inside.
Ooh, a little chin music.
The Big Red Machine.
Did you ever hear him air anybody out for wearing anything red?
There was clothes that disappeared that may have been somewhere around that area.
There goes Lux for second base. Pitch up high for a ball. Fiducia's throw is high. And a stolen base for Lux.
It's nice to see Gavin Lux. I mean, the devastating knee injury that he had
isn't
2 years
updating,
ago. And then coming back into rehab and being able now to really use one of the tools that was not that much available to him last year, coming back off that injury and the surgery.
Bonda checking Lux at second base, and now the pitch to Freddy cut on and missed.
You know, talking about the Reds, the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, and then against the Big Red Machine. But for the Reds, they've had 13 losing seasons, the last 19.
Oh, the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, you're talking about the singing group that you were part of?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
That one was tone deaf, but it was a nice way to raise some money for charity. Singing live on the Tonight Show with Carson. Boy.
I don't know why the score is wrong on Yahoo,
YouTube's a great thing, isn't it?
Well, Carson said to us right after we came out, he says, you know, there are actually people that have talent that try to get on the show. We looked at it and said, they didn't just win the World Series.
That's right.
But obviously it's picking up.
So it's you and Jerry Royce and
Jay Johnstone.
You know, the steal by Lux is up there.
Boomer.
It's just like their score is wrong.
I was wondering
just
for a
not
while
me,
if
huh?
the Dodgers might put a group together last year.
The ground ball is short, charging McClain. He'll one-hand it and send it along to first in time. And that'll advance Lux to third. So 2 men out.
Because had they put a group together, I am just imagining with Mookie Betts, he does everything else not just well, exceptionally well.
Again, a test,
y'all.
This is a test all week. Literally a test all week.
He's just one of those guys that
in anticipation of the regular season. Well, let me try something else over here.
Ball's hit hard in the air by Jose Trevino to left field. And shading the sun is Rosario. He makes the catch.
All right, there we go. Third out.
Retired. Nothing across, 1 hit. And 1 man left. We go to the third, 2-0 Cincinnati.
Al servicio de...
All right, I'll mute that. I'm going to try to bring up a alternate screen here instead. MLB.com. I think I screwed up. Oh, here we go. So even the MLB site has the score wrong, chat. Even the MLB site has the score 1-0. Interesting. What we have here is a failure to communicate, chat. A failure to communicate. None of this stuff's working right, y'all. None of it is working. So the chat below me here is still on that Twitch comment. And that Twitch comment was a long time ago. A very long time ago. So let me try to kick this in the butt again. Chat notifications. Should that be on? I'm just messing with it, y'all. All right, let's get back to the audio.
5-7. ERA wasn't where he wanted it. 5.46. So he'll face Sean McClain, number 9 hitter for the Dodgers, shortstop. And the pitch is in there for a strike. And this ball drilled down the left field line. That is going to be a fair ball.
Here we go, fair ball.
McClain around first, on his way to second with a leadoff stand-up double.
The Dodgers had difficulty against the breaking ball with Singer. But here's a breaking ball that was handled very easily by McClain.
On ESPN2, Mike? Yeah, all of Phoenix is filled with Dodger fans. Oh, all of Phoenix. There's Dodger shit everywhere you go. Everywhere you go.
Chris Taylor up. Taylor struck out swinging first time. Fires out of the stretch. Sends one inside. So we've had a discrepancy with the score of the game. The official score here at Goodyear Ballpark says that it is 1-0. We'll get into that in a second.
There you go.
Darius Ghani,
Scoreboard gate,
the home plate umpire today. And it was the play where Bodie on the cutoff threw over to third base.
Joe Escobar in the house. Let's get another ring this year. Let's do it, Joe. Let's do it, man.
Swing and a miss, and Taylor out on strikes. One down. Well, what they are saying is that after the run had clearly scored before the third out was recorded, they're saying that the umpire turned around later and waved it off. Let's see how. We'll take a look at the play because it honestly wasn't close.
Yeah, it was regular season. You would have made the appeal to have a review.
Yeah. Once he fouls it off.
It's spring training for umpires as well.
Yeah. So take a look at when the runner scores from third. That's the first one there. That one counts. That's De La Cruz. And now watch where Stevenson scores. He's already in. And then there's the out. So that run should count.
Not even close. So an error on the umpire.
And so after the play, he says Watch. He's going to say the run scores. That's the emphatic. That run scored. And then apparently, sometime later, he waved it off.
Oops.
So you're right. If we were using replay, this wouldn't even be a discussion.
No.
But
could be a huge argument, but not a discussion.
Could be. So we have to erase some stuff in the book and call it a 1-0 lead at this point, which is better for the Dodgers, honestly.
Well, for Glasnow, allowed just one run.
Yep. And his part in my scorebook and change the numbers.
So I don't know why your guys' chat isn't projecting onto the screen.
Let's see. Goes down on strikes for the second time today. 2 down.
Well, for Muncy, he's gone the opposite way. There's the off-speed pitch. Opposite way with the power and a home run already this spring.
Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 1. Strike one to Teo.
Well, here's the guy the Dodgers are delighted to have back.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back either.
Right away last year in spring training, he seemed to be a great fit in the clubhouse.
Hey, shout out to the 78 in the chat, y'all. Hit that sub. We do all the Dodger games just about on this channel.
Did he go?
We try to do all of them. We get well over 90%.
Too many check swings. In fact, the Dodgers have made 8 outs to this point, and 6 of the 8 have been strikeouts.
Sean McClain, the tying run now at second base.
The MLB thing is probably the nicest, in my opinion. But can you guys see that at all on your cell phones?
Once in the Arizona Fall League playing
like
for the Glendale
above my
team.
head, can you even see the players' names? Is it too small?
By the Reds after the older McClain, Matt
But
McClain.
this is probably the nicest looking one.
Got to come get some at bats. He had major league experience. A lot of times players in the Arizona Fall League don't have a lot of major league experience, but he was coming off an injury. The Reds wanted him to get at bats. So the elder McClain out of UCLA, they sent him to Arizona, and because teams combine their rosters there, both Sean and Matt, who are standing next to each other on the field right now, played on the same team.
I like it. I like it,
And the younger McClain said it was great to play with his older brother because his older brother hit in front of him in the batting order. They were hitting consecutively, so he'd come off the field and he'd say, the pitcher was doing this or that. Look out for this. And he got great advice.
Protecting the younger brother. It's okay if he punches him, but nobody else.
They're just playing it cool right now. Paying attention, doing their jobs. Outside and Teo walks.
Pretty good walk. Being behind in the count quickly, 0-2.
So last night, chat.
You talk about walks. The Dodgers
last night
handle themselves very well. They lower percentage
talking
as
to my
far
son
as swinging at pitches
and
out
showing
of the
my
strike zone.
new stash of Laffy Taffies. And I stuffed one in my mouth, and then
Eddie
threw
Rosario
away the
homered
wrapper.
in the opener last Thursday against the Cubs.
And he said, "You're not going to read the jokes?" I was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" He says, "There's jokes on the wrapper."
Been a very, very good player throughout his career, especially with Minnesota. And also with the Nationals, he was good too.
So for 50 plus
very,
years,
very solid.
Or close there of anyway.
A later pickup before spring training by the
Apparently
Dodgers.
Laffy Taffy has jokes on the
2
wrapper.
on and 2 men out. Pitch outside. Spires.
Complete that thought talking about the Dodgers being selected. Okay, third best walk percentage in Major League Baseball last year, and the second lowest chase rate of any team in baseball. Something that Dave Roberts has talked about since he took over this Dodger ball club.
Rosario ahead 3-1.
Remember the first meeting that we reported on that Roberts had his very first year with the Dodgers? He said, one of the things he brought up right away is you guys didn't run the bases very well, because he observed them while he was a bench coach for the San Diego Padres. And that was near the top of the list his first year.
Rosario banks it into right. That's a hit. Dodgers are going to get on the board. Here comes Sean McClain flying around third, and he will score to tie up this ball game. Teoscar goes first to third. And the scoreboard reads 1-1.
And this ball was hammered.
Ready.
So Rosario, you're talking about what he can do from an offensive standpoint. You got a fastball and absolutely slugged it.
James Outman.
Absolutely, I didn't know
Fouls
why
away.
they
The ball,
named it
by the
that.
way, scorched by Rosario, 106.1 miles per hour off the bat.
Where are
So I
the
wonder
jokes?
the technicality. It's a tie game. That phantom run by the Reds
There you are.
didn't materialize.
We'll see if that
What's a
holds.
baseball player
There may
in a
be
hot air
an
balloon?
internal review. We'll see. We'll see if the score changes in 3 outs or not.
Wouldn't you have to protest the game to get a review, though? I think this was regular season.
Yeah, you would.
What do you call a clown with a psych?
It wouldn't happen in the regular
Well, if
season.
this regular
A
season,
phonologist.
there'd be at least one manager that would have already been ejected.
Check swing, foul tip, strike 3, caught by Trevino. Dodgers get a run on 2 hits and they leave 2 through 2.5.
El servicio de Aloe Fiber nos ayuda bastante con el trabajo.
Rarely does the wrapper stay intact with me in the first place, so. So that's a problem. But the joke isn't very big, and then the answer is up top. The answer is way up here. We picked up 3 new subscribers, y'all. Well, I wanted to do this while we're in commercial. Wanted to do this while we were in commercial. Here we go.
Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Want so much more crunch? Try Jack's new crispy boneless wings for $6.99. Here's Kirby Yates. First appearance in a Dodger uniform. Former Ranger, former Brave, former Padre, former Angel, former Yankee, former Ray. I think we got them all.
All aboard.
11 seasons, 6 teams. Twice an All-Star.
Have good arm, will travel.
So we're going to start seeing those
We get
big
it synced
arms
up
that the
here, y'all.
Dodgers brought
Refresh.
in. We'll start seeing them today. Tanner Scott expected to pitch too. Blake Tribe.
Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me.
Name a few. Just saw Anthony Banda. Hey, look at the scoreboard, Rick. You see that?
Well, how can you go against the umpire?
Okay, they fixed the score.
That's the other mystery that we have. If the umpire signals one way, in a blink of an eye, the score changed.
So it is 2-1. This one popped up back a third. Muncy fighting the sky will make the catch. One down. Friedel is out.
Welcome to spring training.
Problem was we had the evidence. So it was an open and shut case.
Yeah. You were playing the role of Columbo.
Just without the cigar.
Yeah, let me ask you one more question.
Let me ask you one more. Here's Matt McClain, struck out swinging in the first inning. Yates fires one home.
Talking about the Reds and the frustration, 13 and 19 years into the current ownership have been losing seasons. Kind of note this morning, the number of postseason wins in Major League Baseball for all 30 teams since the 30 teams expansion in 1998.
Rigged.
Who's at the top of the list?
Boycott.
The Yankees. 113 postseason
Let me
wins
set this bat on
since
fire.
1998. Who's second? Houston Astros.
Let me set this bat on fire and we'll go
Los
marching.
Angeles Dodgers. 73 wins in postseason for the Dodgers since that time. Yankees 113. Who's last? Dodgers are playing them today.
The Reds.
Cincinnati Reds since 1998 have had all of 2 postseason victories.
Bring me my stick. Bring me my batting helmet.
Yates fires a little low.
And my bling chain.
So they've been back to the playoffs just 4 times since.
I almost got my batting gloves
2010.
today, y'all. I almost got the batting gloves today. I backed out.
Yates gets the swing and the miss. He threw 3 straight splitters.
Take a seat
And
over
he gets
there.
McClain
You
to
just
swing
got
at that
struck
one.
out by Kirby.
2 down.
Well, that's why if you look at Yates, he's had success because you just don't get a lot of things. That pitch is like nose dives towards the ground. And hitters just don't pick it up. It's the same arm speed as you get with the fastball, but because you're putting the baseball in between the forefinger and the middle finger, it just does not come out as quick.
Right. Ellie De La Cruz 1 for 1 with a run scored.
I don't have no AI Valhalla on here.
We were there a couple of years back when he made his major league debut with the Reds. We were in Cincinnati that night.
I don't have AI Valhalla over
We
here.
left impressed.
I'm going to
He
record
was
a new
very
one
good.
when I get all
There's
my
a ground ball to
bobbles.
second. And a sidearm flip
Out.
on to first by Taylor to record the out. Nice work by Kirby Yates in his Dodger debut as he retires the side in order.
I'm going to mute that commercial there. Going to mute that commercial. We'll be recording a brand new AI Valhalla for Dodger telecasts. Completely pimped up in his Dodger baubles and gear. But I want the batting gloves and I want a new set of sweatbands, y'all. But it's going to be a deal to activate the big stick in 2025. All right, 52 likes, almost 650 views. 2-1. 2-1 Reds over Dodgers here in the bottom of the third. If you record a new AI Val, add a bit where you do the mime in a box routine. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. On the go with CeeLo. Kirby Yates shaking my head. What's up, CeeLo? What's up, dude? All right, let's get back to it here in a minute. They're still in commercial break. And here we go. There's a little girl up there in Goodyear having her some pizza out in the grass.
Anything else, too, right now.
Looks
2-1,
good,
Reds. Top of the fourth inning. There's David Bodie, 1 for 1. Pitch a breaking ball in there for a strike. Spires starts his second inning, following up Brady Singer's 2.
Oh, I live in Arizona, Cameron.
In the second.
I'm like 9 hours away from a King, or 12 hours away from a Kings
Kirby
game.
Yates, first time seeing him in a Dodger uniform. We've seen him in other uniforms, and we know what he can do. But pretty good start for his Cactus League stuff this year.
10 pitches, 9 for strikes.
And he put that splitter back on display. That's his calling card. Bodie is out on strikes, 1 away. So last year against Kirby Yates, opponents went 9 for 79 on his splitter. They hit just.
We want our 3Ds, his CeeLo. Absolutely, bro.
Very impressive.
So the lady that pounded that beer, that 40 behind home plate,
shorten a game coming out
apparently beer is bad for you because she's turned into a rather large Hispanic man now.
Was erased as part of a double play.
She is now a rather large Hispanic man.
DH today. Dodgers tomorrow back at Camelback Ranch. They'll take on Seattle. Mariners will have Luis Castillo pitching.
Oh, they moved back. Her and her husband moved back to the third row.
And two-time Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell.
Welcome back, Ricardo.
So we look forward to seeing that tomorrow.
Sorry for being a pest yesterday. Was multitasking.
Roki Sasaki,
yeah, you just got to quit coming in here and trying to promote other shit, man. You got to quit.
In the A game, he's going to pitch in what they're calling.
You got to quit. Every time you come in here, it seems like you're trying to direct traffic away from my stream, and it gives me the ass.
Complex to face him on one of the backfields. So we'll get a report during tomorrow's game on Sasaki's outing. So both Snell and Sasaki pitching tomorrow. 3-1 to Pajes. 3-2.
Dodgers need to be able to put the ball into play. They've
Run DMC shirt?
10 outs.
Maybe, yo, by Sear. I'm not sure.
This one is playable right side of the infield. Coming in, Jamer Candelario. And he'll make the catch. 2 down. Jamer Candelario.
And it looks like just a beautiful day in Goodyear, Arizona, y'all. Just a stunning day.
Spent a lot of winters.
This park is much, much smaller than Camelback, it looks like. Looks like they can hold maybe 6,000 there, something like that.
He's played a lot of baseball. Here's Hunter Fiducia.
And there's a whole lot of Dodger blue.
Dodger catcher takes outside. Fiducia hit into that inning-ending double play in the second inning.
Whole lot of Dodger blue in the stands.
Swing and a miss. Dave Roberts saying today that Will Smith is expecting to get into a Cactus League game in the coming days.
And he coming back.
He has been nursing an ankle issue, but seems to be okay, getting much better. Just about ready to go. And we may see Will in the lineup toward the end of the week.
Yep. And expectations are we'll see Freddy Freeman.
Valhalla, it's a beautiful day because we have Dodger baseball. This is Ella
looks like that's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Thursday.
Sammy Boy Smith in the house. What's up, dude?
DH
what is up?
Or play first base.
Billy Gutierrez, Sasaki on the mound tomorrow. Nice. Yep, I'll be streaming it. I'm streaming all week. All week, y'all.
Yeah, people have been asking about Shohei Ohtani. That's still
apparently something bad is about to happen.
That's coming. But no word on what day that would be yet. And strike 3.
Fiducia looks at strike 3.
3 up, 3 down.
So the graphic is on the MLB side anyway.
A verbo is for sharing.
Is about a pitch ahead. About a pitch ahead.
From post-concert.
Good to know. Good to know. Putting it in the data bank, the streamer data bank. But yeah, Sasaki on the mound tomorrow. Nice, Willie. I thought I read or heard that he was going to go split squad or something, or I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Who is tomorrow? Who are we playing tomorrow? Let me look. I got a computer here. I should be able to find that pretty easy. I believe it's the Mariners tomorrow. I believe we got the Mariners on the mañana. Audio pause, y'all, for commercials. Pain in the butt. I'm going to get that elevator music over here on the baseball setup. Some kind of graphic with the general. Some kind of graphic with the general and some elevator music. But Tuesday's matchup. Another 105 start. The Mariners at Camelback. Mariners at Camelback tomorrow. They're expecting 78 degrees and sunny skies. And at least on ESPN, there is no prediction for the pitchers yet. No prediction on who's going to be pitching. So, A team plays Seattle. The B team plays the White Sox. So, I think what they'll show is the A team. Freddie Freeman bobblehead, Friday, April 11th, in that pose after the home run. Let's go.
1,000 fans in attendance receive this commemorative bobblehead presented by Bank of America. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Snell going to start tomorrow on the game that we're going to see. Willie Gutierrez in Seattle.
Well,
Ricardo
even
Moreno with
Dodger
$3.
Stadium
Valhalla. $3.
it was rocking and rolling in
Thank
the
you so much, buddy.
Tanner Scott rocking and rolling now in a Dodger uniform. Facing the designated hitter Tyler Stevenson. And Scott making his Dodger debut this afternoon. Left-hander.
Another new addition. Another new addition, Tanner Scott.
Against left-handed hitters.
1.75 ERA.
Marlins, Padres,
72 innings pitched.
1.75 ERA last year.
All-star in last year.
84 strikeouts.
Shelby says, oh no, not the elevator music.
He's just had nightmares.
It's better than silence.
Coming into the game. 132 average against.
It's better than absolute silence.
And when you look at the ERA leaders from relief pitchers alone last year, the Dodgers have 2 of the top 4.
Every time it does this, where my creator studio goes offline, I'm afraid we got taken down.
Top guy with Cleveland, 0.61 his ERA. Then the
Last
guy we
we
just
did
saw,
not.
Kirby Yates, was next at 1.17.
All right, we picked up 4 subscribers, y'all. Hit that
175.
subscribe. Give the video a like.
That's some serious work out of the bullpen for these guys, and now they're on the same team.
So I wonder how they do the split squad if it's the White Sox.
Reported it in our open.
Because the Dodgers will be in the main stadium at Camelback. So Sasaki, I imagine, is going to play on the main field on the White Sox side. The main practice field. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Tanner Scott from Big Spring, Texas. Howard College there.
Get there early for that Freddy bobblehead, says Mr. Nobody. My plug is David Yee, y'all. My plug for bobbleheads is David Yee, and I imagine. Oh shit!
And this ball is going to carry out of here.
Goodbye.
A 2-run homer.
Stevenson
and the Reds
goes
lead
yard.
it 4-1. And Hayes is 2 for 2.
Well, Hayes got a good pitch to hit, and I just wonder if
Oh, that was Hayes.
Scott got caught into that area and said, "Well, walk the guy. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I get that first pitch over and get the strike." But this was too good of a location, and as soon as it was hit, Hayes knew it was gone.
Ricardo going to have him some pizza.
So did Rosario in left field.
Elishiva now dropping Circle K jokes.
Hayes has driven in all 4 Cincinnati runs. Here's Candelario popping one up. Foul ground. Long run for Bodie. Won't get it.
Bodie tried to get there. Yeah, he's in the Reds lineup. He's already walked.
Well, with Tanner Scott, we know the body of work, so get that pitch out of the way here in February. And Candelario takes low and inside.
Well, the fastball was hit out of the ballpark, but that didn't happen too many times last year.
All right, y'all, it's 2:10.
With Tanner
2:10,
Scott,
the
as far as
mailman
the
usually
heater being
rolls
thrown
up
and hit.
at 3 o'clock.
About a 134
So if he doesn't steal my Dodger helmet,
that's dealing.
I anticipate its arrival any moment. We will do a live unboxing on the air.
For 134. 134 is the number of at-bats. And if those guys that came to home plate struck out 47 of the 134.
So as a left-handed hitter, Mo,
it's got the ear flap and everything, y'all.
No, that's just where you just say, look, I feel a little sick. Maybe you need to pinch hit for me.
Lost a contact. Some other excuse.
So you know how they're doing the
just go back last year.
The challenge system in spring training
against Scott. Now,
apparently, the Reds manager does not allow it
against most every other pitcher. I mean, he was
so he doesn't allow it during their games.
He had a tough time with Scott. And Candelario chases.
He says if that shit ain't on during the regular season, we're not doing it. All right, a strikeout for Scott. Take a seat. Over there, you just got struck out by Tanner Scott. His first strikeout as a Dodger.
Last night, actually yesterday after the ball game, just driving back after the game was over, and he was talking to the pitcher, and I did not catch his name. I just caught the tail end of it. And talking about, well, spring training coming out, you want to get loose, yes. You're working on pitches. It may be, hey, look, we're going to work on location today. We're going to work on sliders today. We're going to work on a curveball today. So, but you don't get everything just to evolve in a hurry your first few times out. It's like you go out there with training wheels.
Left on left matchup here, and a tough one for Lux.
Here's Lux right here, Elisheva.
Who walked his first time up. Locked up there, and that pitch just off the plate down low.
Cup, y'all. Look at it.
Yeah, mentioning the Ohtani at bats. Going to challenge? I guess they're going to use the challenge.
Oh no, they're challenging it. I thought they said before the game that they didn't have it.
Call is confirmed. Los Angeles has one challenge remaining.
So the Dodgers challenge it and lose.
The Dodgers lose that challenge. They got one left.
Isn't that the first challenge that we have seen that's come up negative?
I think so.
Second one.
What was the first one? I'm trying to recall. I mean, we've had so many.
So last year, y'all, in the minor league, that they used the challenge system.
Might have been the first day, right?
It was right at about 50%, right versus wrong calls. Right at about 50%.
And this time he
struck him out. Take a seat over there.
So Scott strikes him out. Yeah, we were talking about how tough Scott was on Ohtani last year, just in the National League Division Series. Tanner Scott struck out Ohtani 4 times. He went 0 for 4 against him. So when the game is on the line,
Kubler in the house.
Face your tough lefties in the lineup.
Eat some nachos out of your new helmet, says T. Kubler.
One of the guys the Dodgers have the option of calling on down the stretch. Jake Fraley, the right fielder. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fraley.
Sure looks like a Run DMC shirt that lady's
Fraley
wearing.
Normally swings early in the count. In fact, he had the highest percentage of any batter last year in Major League Baseball.
Am I doing fireball shots this season? Probably not.
23% of his plate appearances lasted.
Probably not until the postseason.
Two fouled away.
Those are the guys you want to know also, because with 2 outs you don't begin a conversation with Fraley coming to home plate with 2 outs ordinarily.
Looked like it got him on the right hand, maybe.
Well, it sounded like bat on top of it.
We're going to run down to first to check on him.
My pitch is Fraley.
Let's listen in and hear the sound.
Well, he's choking up like 1.5 inches on the bat. Then it hit the hand and the bat. And to me, that hit part of the bat. Along, it may have been the hand, but your hands are considered part of the bat.
So it looks like his batting glove, that glove specifically, has some kind of a shield on it.
Well, biggest thing is make sure
they're checking his knuckles.
He's looking at the wrist. It might have hit part of that protective padding he's got on there too.
What's up, Mark? Mark Guest in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hit wood. He'll stay in.
Sorry, your chat isn't projecting onto the screen, y'all. I don't know what happened there or why it's not working. Probably needs a restart.
Especially if you're attempting to go after the baseball. But, you know, in spring training, the biggest thing is keep players healthy. Take care of them. Just wonder how long it'll stay in the game if it hit flush.
Probably needs a little restart.
Before it hit the knob of the bat, the end of the bat. Imagine he will be icing it down.
Small in the house. What's up, Miss Sarah? Miss Sarah checking in from her lunch break
the catcher
at the old JOB.
Flying to left first time up. Ball 1. I know yesterday we were talking about strange injuries in baseball. You just mentioned icing down. You brought the one up about Ricky Henderson getting frostbite.
Yeah, in August.
In August, and I'm thinking, okay, well, how could that happen in August? Somebody sent me the story after the game yesterday.
Don't mind me just watching.
It had to do with him leaving an ice pack on his foot too long. He just left it there.
So many of the giveaways are absolutely sick this year. Nope, Mr. Nobody. So many of them.
Frostbite.
I want all the rings. I want all the bobblehead.
Gets away from Fiducia, and Fraley will head down to second.
By the way, our crowd mic is on the near end.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Cincinnati Reds third base dugout. And I thought I heard Terry Francona mention to his bench coach, Freddie Benavides, along with
I threw in about 22, Miss Sarah. I threw in about 20 bucks as well.
A change for Fraley once this half inning was
I'm happy
over.
he hit his goal. I'm so happy he hit his goal.
So that sound that you're hearing is coming from the Reds dugout, where Terry's sitting. Those on the television side seeing.
The World Series trophy is sick as well. I agree.
Microphone's basically right behind him.
Dorothy Cedillos is in the house. What's up, Miss Dorothy?
There it is.
Ella Shiva wants that Sandy Koufax jersey.
So don't try any top secret stuff, Terry.
It's like having the dugout bugged. I think there are some
911 is the
conversations
view
that
count,
have had the
y'all.
dugout that
911,
folks
not
would
a
be
joke.
interested in over the course of a season. Sure, you've been a witness to a few.
And some that may be bleeped.
No, I find that hard to believe.
Some of the stuff works, some of it don't. I don't know what I was in a bad mood that day or what.
Scott's pitch. In the air to left toward the gap. Outman on the run.
Outman makes the
So
catch.
Tanner Scott does give up the 2-run home run to Austin Hayes. And we'll head to the 5th, 4-1
right,
Cincinnati.
So we're going
El
to the
servicio
5th.
de Aloe Fiber nos ayuda bastante con el trabajo de
We're going to the 5th. Reds 4, Dodgers 1. 67 here today, says Miss Sarah. I got you beat, girl. We're at 78 degrees in southern Arizona. Well, Shiva says happy birthday to the amazing Miguel Rojas today. Miggy Rowe, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miguel Rojas. Happy birthday to you. It looks like we got an Aaron Judge documentary and a Bryce Harper one. Oh, no, this is just advertisements for MLB Network. Different one on each TV. 83 here, says Miss Sheila. Sarah's anxious for NFL free agency.
World champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. And here in the Valley of the Sun, 4-1 Cincinnati. New right fielder for the Reds. It's Ivan Johnson, a switch hitter, taking over for Jake Fraley out there. So you heard correctly.
Well, we got it right from the mouth of the manager of the Cincinnati Reds.
And new pitcher, Brent Suter, one of the fastest working pitchers you'll see. 3-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, pretty good changeup. And from the left side, he fires one in to Sean McClain, who's had a really good start to his day, a double and a run scored. Dodgers took advantage of his leadoff double in the 3rd inning.
Got a shot at Terry Francona looking at his lineup card. You know what that means, don't you? Over the next inning, changes.
And this Kai Sennett on Twitch, he streams 24 hours a day, y'all. 24 hours a day, averages over 50,000 in his chat.
The way that he's going to do it is he's going to make straight changes in the lineup.
Crazy.
We hope.
You know, the straight change means your leadoff hitter. The guy.
So you're boasting that you got a guy.
I got a guy too, you know.
Okay.
I know you got a guy.
Yeah.
Probably last, nobody. I would guess probably last.
You got more guys than me, though. But I think we're going to see straight changes, which is an older school manager technique in spring training.
Yes, and much appreciated by those of us that are a little bit lost up here anyway.
Those are good. I'm trying to remember. I think Bruce Bochy was the last guy I remember doing it out here in Arizona.
Yesterday we were talking about Jerry Coleman, the late Jerry Coleman.
I've always loved the Reds hat, y'all. I've always loved the Cincinnati Reds hat.
His playing career.
Obviously, C is my second initial or the last initial.
In Tucson one year, Doc
Shocked I haven't bought one. Creamy Empress in the house. It's a marathon.
And he made 9 changes, and none of them were in the same spot. And Coleman just folded up his scorebook. And he had
it is wild that they're getting rid of him. What is the rush to get rid of Stafford, Obe? Is it money?
I know some people in
or
this
interceptions.
Game that after the 5th or 6th inning, they just stopped keeping score altogether. Some in the regular season. Dude, Chris Taylor, he takes a strike.
Yeah, we happen to not fall into that category.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Mr. Nobody. I like that one too.
The scoreboard.
I love them all, bro. I love every damn one of them.
Although
there isn't a bad giveaway in the bunch.
Bonfire seems like a pretty good idea.
When you go back,
Dorothy Cedillos comes in and wishes Summer Obe a happy birthday.
At games and whatnot. Then you look back at your spring training scorebook from the year before. It's always so much more messy compared to the regular season.
Which, by the way, yesterday, I told you this earlier this morning. Yesterday, after the Dodgers game was completed at Camelback Ranch, Glendale, they beat San Diego 8-3. On my drive back to where I'm staying, turned on the radio, and I'm listening to the broadcast of the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are still locked up in a lopsided ball game. So I sent Candiotti and Garagiola a nice little text that I was really enjoying their broadcast as I was headed back to where I'm staying and have a beverage. And Candiotti didn't waste any time responding.
I'm sure that was a couple of seconds before you heard back from him.
In fact, he even texted back and said, "This game lasting so long, would you mind picking up a pizza and delivering it to us on your way?"
Max Muncy looks at a pitch from Suter outside. 2 strikeouts. McClain and Taylor have gone down. Gone down on strikes. Dodgers have struck out 11 times already today.
Max would have been challenging that one, I would imagine.
Yep.
Looped into right. That's a base hit.
Base hit.
Didn't get it all, but got enough.
There it is right there, Mr. Nobody.
2-out singles. The Dodgers have done some damage.
There it is right there, that World Series title in 2020.
They did that last year.
I believe that one is referred to as the Mickey Mouse one.
15 2-out RBIs this spring, which is the most in Major League Baseball. When you combine the Cactus League.
I believe that's the one that was referred to as the Mickey Mouse World Series. We thank you. We thank you, other teams in MLB, for not even trying in that year and just letting us have a World Series. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got a ring here somewhere for it.
Lance Suter out of Harvard University. 31st round pick by the Brewers. That one's up the middle, but backhanded by McClain.
All right, so Teoscar grounds out.
A little bit of a scare, but he has a solid inning with a couple of strikeouts.
Will Rams go after Darnold or another quarterback that is ready to step in and play? Seems like they are playoff ready. It wouldn't shock me if Rodgers ends up with the Rams either. Let's go, Max, says Joe. Yeah, apparently now check this out, y'all. You can go on eBay right now, on eBay, and buy a 2024 Dodgers World Series ring. I saw an interview with Mookie and Kirsten just yesterday, and the Dodgers don't even know what the World Series ring looks like. So obviously eBay, those sellers on eBay are up to some shenanigans. Some of them I noticed, they're like a whole set, right? All 8 rings. But they give you this one twice. They give you this one twice. Yeah, Lux playing third. Cornelius.
Dodgers 20 and 24, and Outman battling the Sun. The Sun won that battle, and so
Outman can't afford mistakes, y'all. He cannot afford mistakes.
Looking up into the sun. You hope it doesn't go straight up into that sun, but boy, once it does, good luck. That's why I'm still a firm believer in day games, and especially here, Valley of the Sun. is that the flip-down glasses, sunglasses, are much darker than the regular glasses. So when the ball goes up in the air, the old flip-down glasses are, in my estimation, much better to use.
I heard that it was the second game that they're going to get their rings. But I don't know. We'll see. The second game at Dodger Stadium.
And Matt McLean.
We'll see. I'm sure I'll be streaming.
You know that play, Tim, just to
Blake Trinan out there for the Doyers
scored in different ways throughout the years. And we're talking about Major League Baseball. You know, spring training, okay, fine. Guys get second base, you lose the ball in the sun. We've seen it ruled base hits at the big league level. We've also seen it ruled as an error, which I've never understood. Had one called on me as an error, and you know, you can't catch what you can't see. And when it's obvious to everyone that you can't see the ball, why would it be ruled an error? In this case, ruled a base hit.
Monday standing for outfielders versus the Sun. I found a duplicate World Series ring in Tijuana for 20.
I noticed something about Friedel this morning.
Yeah, these are about that. These are about that, Mario, on eBay.
Taken away in the outfield.
I'm going to get the full set rather than try to get all the Dodger giveaway ones.
Where he has been able to leap
over
the top
full
of the
set.
fence. Is that right? 6 different times. And you would think, my goodness,
a nice display
is that
case.
The leader in baseball? The answer, no. Luis Rodriguez of Seattle Mariners over the last 3 years has taken away 8 home runs.
Not easy to do because the walls are not
If it's
uniform.
on VST, it's got to be onion
where
rings.
you are.
Exactly.
There's a hot shot left center. It's
Ooh, left center, base route.
Will come around third and score.
Another run on the board.
Cincinnati. RBI base hit for Matt McLean.
For Friedel, I mean, and Rodriguez too. I mean, you have the label. You would think you might have the label Spider-Man.
Oh, spring training, spring schmaining, whatever, you know, wins, losses, who cares? But you do care if your pitchers are getting rocked. You do care if your pitchers are getting rocked.
We told you,
and it hasn't been a good first week, y'all. Really has not been a great first week.
It's a high chopper here. You better get whatever out you can here. Cody Hosian at third makes a nice play to retire the speedy De La Cruz.
All right, one away. They get De La Cruz at first.
Hosey's been in pretty much every game so far. Takes over for Max Muncy.
Heads up play also by McLean in at the shortstop position. Is it, you know, Hosey coming in fielding the ball. Then McLean goes over to third base to make sure the runner cannot advance.
Trinan's pitch. Check swing roller up the right side by Stevenson. Foul.
How about these numbers on Blake Trinan? Talk about being efficient. From the 24th of August through the end of the World Series.
Let's do this in the name of testing.
So again, you're talking about playoffs and World Series involved in these numbers. 3 earned runs was all in 27 2/3 innings. We'll do the math for you. That's an ERA of 0.98. From August 24th through the end of the World Series.
Is that any good?
Oh. Of course, you look at what the Dodgers bullpen did with injuries in particular. You know, postseason. You can underscore that in the World Series. What the bullpen did was sensational.
The ball club rewarded Trinan, bringing him back. 2-year deal.
Now, this is hard to see with the white background, I believe.
He's a guy that I think hitters will describe as throwing a heavy baseball. Now, that may not be grasped by everyone, but there are some guys that throw the ball that when you hit it, it feels like it's a clunk on the bat.
In the hole, McLean, stretch, got him. Oh, what a play by Sean McLean. Oh, man.
This is a play you don't teach. You've got to have some athletic skills. I mean, he's in his normal shortstop position, feels the ball is in the grass. His momentum's taking him towards the foul line.
I'll be able to look at this in replay later and see how hard it is to see everything. But this is blown up on ESPN to about 125%.
That Stevenson hit down there, which is a pitch that not many hit against Blake Trinan. Another one there. So last year against that particular pitch, the opposition hit only 120. They were 9 for 75 against
Jose, hi,
Trinan's
Valhalla.
sweeper
What's wrong with the
in
Dodgers?
2024.
Nothing wrong with them,
He
bro.
gets a
We
lot of
good.
break on that pitch.
We good, man. Let's not overreact.
This one in the air.
This
to
one
right
crushed.
center field and
Right
deep into
field.
his back, and it
In the
is
grass.
Gone. That's a home run for Austin Hayes, who's had himself a week today. He has driven in 6 runs, a double, 2 home runs today. Whatever Austin Hayes had for breakfast, the rest of the Reds are going to have tomorrow.
Let's not panic, y'all. Let's not panic. Nobody panic.
Told when you have a game like this in spring training, don't leave it in Arizona. There are some guys that come in, I mean, they are ready to go, and the other guys, well, they need some work. But as you mentioned, what a week for Hayes here today.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, you're going to have a double and 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. That's a good week for some players, right? Here's a pitch. It's fouled right back by Candelario.
All right, so we've checked out Yahoo,
Take 6
MLB,
RBIs a week.
and ESPN.
All day.
All day, every day. Swing and a miss. Candelario's out. Well, the Reds put 3 up.
All right, so we go to the 6th.
And Trinan
We go to the 6th.
is done with his
7-1
outing.
Reds.
After 5, it's a 7-1 Reds lead.
7-1 Reds. I sort of have a fear of doing too good in the preseason anyway, says Summer O. Yep. Same, bro. Same.
Bobby Wood Jr. is an absolute superstar in the making.
I've never seen anything like him.
He's one of the best players in baseball.
I'm going to mute that. Come on, y'all. Hit that subscribe. 78 in the house. I know all of you aren't regulars. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Let's try to get this thing up here. Let's try to get this thing up here. I'm trying to get to 22.5. 22.5 by the start of the season. I'm impressed by Bote so far. Looks like he's a stud Dodger. Elativa, girl. Elativa and her stud Dodgers, y'all. All right. Tonight, y'all, late stream alert. Tonight, Kings versus Las Vegas Golden Knights, NHL hockey action here on the channel. And then tomorrow, y'all, we've got Dodgers baseball, a 105 start against Seattle. A lot of the regulars headed off the field. Teoscar, Scott, and Muncy. And they'll make the trip to the parking lot, I imagine, and drive back to Camelback Ranch to drop off their things. Let's get back to it, y'all.
Along with Rick Monday, I'm Tim Neverett. Kirsten Watson with us as well. 7-1 Cincinnati. Emilio Pagan takes the hill for Cincinnati among a bunch of changes that Terry Francona has made. Pagan will be throwing to
There's Wyatt in the house.
Banfield.
Typed his name in just to let us know.
And Eddie Rosario.
Rosario
on the left. And in fair territory along the line, he is out, so one away quickly.
So this is probably my least favorite.
Dodgers has been a struggle today.
Because it has all the advertisement in it.
The 16 outs, 11 of those have been strikeouts.
James Outman. He's got 2 of them. And we told you the other day, James went to a hitting lab in Atlanta.
Dodgers need a touchdown. Says Manta takes the lead.
Some time. They made some adjustments with him. One of the things they really wanted to do, and I talked to hitting coach Aaron Bates about this the other day with James, is they're keeping an eye on his right heel. They noticed that last year his heel wasn't down enough, his front heel. And so that's certainly one thing they're keeping an eye on. His swing is a little bit more compact and flatter than it was last year when he hit 147. So making some adjustments and still trying to zero in everything here in Arizona.
Well, in theory, to get max on torque and everything else, you're hitting really against a firm front side. But if you look at his bat to begin with from the center field camera, he lays it not on the shoulder, but the position of the barrel of the bat, it has to travel a long distance in order to get to the hitting spot. So he'll move it a little bit. And
Let's see if Amazon okey-doked me.
Mechanism to where you're kind of winding up the spring, if you will. You know, where they call it load or whatever it is. So Albert has that little area in there that he moves.
Amazon tells you
kind of parallel
a lot
to
of
the
time
ground,
that your product is going to be here in such and such amount of time.
That's kind of his thing, but slightly open stance, a little bit of a wide stance to begin with.
And then you'll be all hyped up.
It's in the dirt.
And then they'll delay it.
But if you start to drop that back shoulder all the time, you're going to have, you're really going to create an uppercut swing on top of it. And every swing is going to be slightly uppercut anyway. That's just the nature of the beast.
Pagan delivering. Watch out, that ball pinballing around in the camera.
My orders are saying that both my
very well.
Package was left inside the residence mailbox.
Big league at bat. It was in
package
Colorado
was left
against
at the front door.
Rockies.
Hey, these might be out here now.
And James hit a home run.
I'm going to take a walk. I'll be right back.
Like the Dodgers have a coach in the system by the name of Daniel Nava, who did that. He came up with the Boston Red Sox, and Hall of Fame radio announcer Joe Castiglione met him before the game, and he said, "Hey, kid, you'll never get another first pitch. Make sure you swing at the first pitch." So he swings at the first pitch, and the bases happen to be loaded, and Nava hit a grand slam. First pitch he ever saw in the big league.
He was the talk of the town immediately when he came up.
And yeah, he's here working for the Dodgers. Working with the outfielders. Ninth pitch of the at bat. And Outman hits this one well to center field, driving it a long way. After it is Blake Dunn, and Dunn's going to have to play it off the wall. Outman's going to turn second and stop.
That's the swing that James Outman has been searching for and trying to repeat. Not just because of the outcome, but just watch the swing here. That's a fastball out over the plate. Trying to be short and quick to the baseball. He pulled a pitch before that was on the inner third of the plate with really good bat speed, and he just clubbed this one.
Well, David Bodie to face Pagan. 102 miles an hour off the bat, traveled 406 feet. Unfortunately for Outman, it's 410 feet where the ball went, but still, he'll take the double in the solid contact.
I disagree with the metrics that they flashed up on the board. If the fence is 410 and it hits the fence on the fly, it's gone farther than 410.
It's 410 to the base.
Yes.
Yeah.
We seem to have a discrepancy. Of course, they couldn't keep score here either earlier.
I know.
All right, Chad. We got goodies.
For a strike. Well, they got that straightened out. with help from our TV crew, made sure they get that straightened out. They did a great job with it, by the way. 2-1 pitch, 1 out, 1 on. And Bodie hits a hot shot down to short. New shortstop Edwin Arroyo is in. He throws over to first base, where the new first baseman Cam Collier collects it for the out. And Outman can't move up. 2 down. Arroyo taking over for Ellie De La Cruz. Cooper Bowman is at second base. Gavin Lux is still in the game at third. Andy Pages the batter. Oh boy. And hooking. It's hooking.
Woo.
That's that pull side power we've been talking about when Pages
Middle
comes
of the
up
plate in again. I mean, he has been lights out. Middle in, 300 average. Middle away, 170.
I'm going to guess that ball has a dent in it. Next offer from Pagan. And Andy check swing foul, strike 2. Top of the 6th inning, 7-1 Cincinnati. Tyler Glasnow started for the Dodgers, won an inning, finished his day in the bullpen. Through 16 pitches in the game, went and finished up his pitch allotment in the bullpen before wrapping up his day. Anthony Banda, left-hander, came out of the bullpen. Kirby Yates, another lefty, and Tanner Scott, and then Blake Trinan. Still expecting to see Alex Vesia pitch today. Jack Dreyer is also on the list, left-hander. Looks like Vesia is the one warming up, though. There you go. Appeal down to first, and Pages is rung up on strikes. Dodgers come up empty in the 6th. 1 hit, they leave a man. It's 7-1 Cincinnati.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews.
That was the MVP of the game right there. How fun is this show?
Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere.
Have yourself a night.
Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $5.99 a month.
Superstar center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
I think he's one of the faces of the game.
This kid is special beyond words. Julio Rodriguez, listen, at the end of the day, guys, this guy's a superstar.
Impossibly! Oh, what a play by Julio Rodriguez! What a life!
This is the man right here.
I feel like we were a pretty good spot to compete.
Another historic chapter!
Let's get into this batting helmet, yo.
Best player on the planet.
I love watching Mookie play on the Hall of Fame highway.
It's a blessing to have those expectations.
Goodness, and that one is gonna go. Mookie Betts, what a monster!
Got some more unfinished business to take care of.
Are you kidding me?
I try and do the best that I can in anything that I can't control.
Nothing on a baseball field that Mookie Betts does not excel at.
Mookie Magic!
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on.
Wherever you go, stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Leave. Nature's own. Goodness is in our nature.
World Champion Dodgers Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, celebrating 20 years of good times. Here's the lefty Alex Vesia facing his former teammate Gavin Lux.
Vesia versus Lux.
Delivers up high, ball 1. So Vesia, another terrific year last year. 67 appearances. He was Mr. Reliable. 176 ERA. Opponents at 148 against him.
By the way, that ERA second best in National League relievers.
Really, really good. Lux fouls it back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Gavin.
Vesia also, you start to look at relief pitchers in Major League Baseball, for those that qualified. When he came in runners in scoring position, his strikeout rate 40%.
You look at his numbers from last year, it was a
Ricardo.
career year for Alex Vesia in a lot of ways. Popped up right by second base. Austin Gauthier comes in, calls for it, makes the catch. Lux is out. He's 0 for 2. And there's 1 gone in the Cincinnati 6th.
Last year on one of the streams, somebody was like, Valhalla, I'm going to get you a batting helmet. Remember?
So look at some of these career numbers on Alex.
Y'all remember that?
We got career highs in games appeared in 67. He scattered 5 saves. He'd never had that many saves before in a season.
Oh, please
Not that he was a closer, but he did have to finish up some games, and he got 5 saves. Career high in strikeouts with 87. Tied his career high in wins with 5. And a career best ERA at that 1.76 ERA. So, I mean, just a tremendous year.
And he got in a situation that when he got hit with 2 strikes, he would elevate the ball. This is, he tried to do it right there.
Against Ivan Johnson.
And come inside and get in somebody's kitchen. And when he faced the top viewers,
let's go,
1,
baby.
2, 3 hitters in the lineup. Collectively, they hit just 132 against him.
Johnson took over for Jake Fraley in right field. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. And Johnson is out.
So the numbers continue with 2 strikes. Vesia last year, a 108 average against him. So, yep, you back up and you can go take a seat.
Yep.
Will Banfield, the catcher, will bat with 2 outs and the base is empty. Vesia kicks, fires 1 high. Yeah, you mentioned that elevated fastball. That was such an effective pitch.
Oh, shit, man.
When he looked for that put-away pitch, almost has that rising effect. Very effective throw for him. 1 ball, 1 strike to Banfield. So we've seen these relievers grouped together today. So
it's a little tight, y'all.
We'll
it's a little
see their
tight.
next outing the same way. They'll stay in the same group more than likely. Well, a few days from now, we'll see this again. Banfield chasing that high fastball. 1-2. Got a good piece of news today on Bobby Miller, by the way. Bobby going to start playing catch again pretty soon. Says the headache went away. Went to the Immortal Recovery Chamber that's parked outside the clubhouse. Got some red light treatment. Feeling really good. Little number to first. Bodie handles it. And a very tidy, clean inning for Alex Vesia. 1-2-3 with a punch out.
You could talk about him all night long. From offense to defense to the way he hustles.
Listen to this, y'all. Listen to the disclaimer on the inside of the helmet. Everybody got to have a disclaimer now. This helmet has no protective capabilities, and if used as protective equipment, serious injury or death can occur. This helmet is not intended for in-game use. It's only intended for use as a replica helmet and is only to be used for display purposes. Whatever. Whatever, y'all. I'm putting this bitch on when we activate the El Grande Gato. So, yeah. so excited. I'm excited, yo. It comes with a little stand made by Rawlings. But I gotta cut that out of there. All right, back to it, y'all. Back to it.
Bring the blankets and enjoy it. It's our picnic lunch while they're watching the ball game. Here's Tony Santillan. One start as an opener with Cincinnati, and then 29 total appearances. Went 3-3 with an even 3 ERA. He'll face Dalton Rushing. Rushing taking over for Fiducia last half inning behind the plate. This is his first plate appearance today. Top 30 prospects in Major League Baseball.
It's just a little tight, y'all.
Looking for a good year, getting just another step closer to the big league.
I could even probably take that out and be fine.
And Rushing fouls it back. A good young player. Last year spent a little bit of time in left field. Looking to find perhaps other ways to get him at bats. And
I need to get what's
kind of
his
happens
mares.
to players who have a really good bat.
100 bows.
I want to try to find other ways to get you in ball games. First base is something that's been bandied about too.
Well, especially when you're looking at the Dodgers and you have a guy behind the plate that recently signed a 10-year contract.
Right.
For those maybe not familiar with it, Will Smith.
Rushing bangs it foul. Go off his knee.
Yeah,
What did he do? Looking at
the back leg.
Yeah,
foot.
Let's see.
More like a Dodgers dad.
No, it was the right foot.
Right foot.
To get it off of, but
he went to the left knee. Oh, he was just leaning over. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he
That's
was
because he
reaching
couldn't
for
put
his
weight
left
on the
knee.
right side.
Yeah. Well, he didn't want to fall all the way over.
That's when your shoe size seems like it's the wrong one.
How does that feel the next day after you
lovely.
take one of those off the foot?
He'll feel really good tonight.
Put an ice pack on it, but take it off before frostbite.
Take it off because you don't want frostbite in August.
That helmet was only intended for nachos.
Not wanted towards the end of February.
That helmet is nicer than the helmets we had in Little League. Back in my day, it's nicer than the helmets we had in Little League.
Santillan out of the stretch. And he kicks and sends a pitch home outside.
I deduct a tax deduction. I wish I was that smart, Theo.
We talked about the crowd, Mike. That was not.
I
coming
wish I
from
was
the
that
dugout.
smart, bro, to
Where
itemize.
the fans say, "Look like a strike to me." That's coming from behind the dugout.
Rushing hits one high in the air, left field. Tyler Callahan, the new left fielder, makes the catch. That's the first out of the Dodgers' seventh inning.
This is the time of a game.
Yeah, Lux has been up twice.
Where you can hear
I don't remember what he
one or
did the
two
second time.
individual voices.
Let's go look. We'll look real quick.
Sean McClain 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored.
As you're smiling.
Lux has 2 at-bats, no runs, no hits.
That's the thing about the big league ballparks, most of them. You've got that white noise.
He stole a base, and he got a base on
constantly has a
balls.
certain buzz to it all the time. And it's just, but I know you know this too, in certain days when certain games and certain ballparks are just not as well attended, you can hear some things.
More than you care to.
I remember a few years ago down in Tampa in a lightly attended game at the Dome. Rich Hill was pitching for the Dodgers. And was on TV with Nomar that series. And I remember the next day in the hotel lobby, Rich came and apologized to me.
Yeah, Rich is rather vocal when he
was known to be vocal, but you could hear everything because of the fact there was nobody in the crowd.
And he does not grade his own performance on the scale.
No. But one of the great individuals in all of baseball, though, Rich Hill. And out on strikes is McLean, 2 down.
Well, of the 20 outs the Dodgers have made, by my count, that's the 13th strikeout.
That would be correct. As Austin Gauthier come to the plate for the first time today, took over at second for Chris Taylor. Austin looking for a big year this year. Tony Santillan delivering home.
Apparently, me opening the Dodgers gear pissed off 3 people, and they unsubbed.
The Reds are going to play a game in Bristol, Tennessee.
Maybe Reds fans. Maybe they were Reds fans.
Bristol Motor Speedway on August 2nd. And
no, Ohtani hasn't hit yet.
Well over 100,000 fans at that one particular game. They're going to call it the Speedway Classic.
They're going to get him in before they leave Arizona, though.
Thing Major League Baseball is trying because of the size of the venue. And they're going to bring 100,000
hit a ball under the front straightaway, you just continue to run.
I guess so.
And if you hit it inside the park home run, you have to call timeout and make a pit stop.
Get your tires changed and then
get your shoes changed.
Refuel and then go. Yeah. Leadoff hitter has pole position.
Yeah. Get new shoes and an energy drink.
You ever been in a NASCAR vehicle?
Yes. I did some racing for a while.
Rick Monday was a racer?
I wasn't behind the wheel. I got a drive around. That's outside for ball 4.
Oh, it's been challenged. Although the Reds,
we've walked him, but a challenge has been issued. Bodo drops 20. Let's go.
Will Banfield challenges it and loses it.
And the challenge is lost. Bodo, thank you so much. A $20 Valhalla Hollow.
Wow, almost 2 inches outside.
I appreciate the F out of you coming into Grossi's stream to help, getting 1 million for the children of fallen patriots. I love you for that. Hey, man, I'm so happy for him, man. So impressed as well.
Starting yesterday's
his
game,
mods killed it. Killed it, man. 7 days straight.
Alan Porter, the crew chief.
But I appreciate the dono, Bodo. Appreciate it, man. Glad he got it.
Very interesting.
Too glad that he got it, man.
For those that have not been with us, he's made.
Thank you for the 20.
A couple of very good catches. That was the first game that we saw him.
I think total I donated about 20 bones, somewhere in that ballpark.
Swing. Hit one out already.
Opposite field, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big, big man sitting down behind home plate there, chat. I got to do something because I can't be that big.
Gauthier leads at first and Santillan to pitch.
They're trying to get him playing time, Jose.
Nice stroke.
There we go. Base hit, right field.
Gauthier's going to head to third. And the Dodgers with runners at the corners after a very solid single by Zaire Hope.
Yeah, he just continues to be very interesting.
Every dollar, every view, everything, man.
2 outstanding catches were made in left field.
Yeah, you can't buy exposure, man. You can't buy exposure. And that charity is on the map now. And apparently,
off the bat.
Apparently, Amazon's dude,
Strong
what's
young
his
man.
name?
There's a difference between bat speed
I forget his
and
name.
swinging hard.
Apparently, he's going to match it, so it's
for
going to be
hitters, you have
$2
to be able to
million when it's
trust
all
your
said and done.
hands.
Cody Hosey yesterday had a 3-run double.
Jose doesn't like
in
the
eighth
challenge
inning of
system.
the game against
I don't mind it
the
at all,
Padres.
the way
Dodgers
it's set
would win
up.
that 8-3.
I don't mind it at all, the way it's set
Talked
up. You
about
get
that
2
at bat
challenges.
today.
If you're
Good at
wrong,
that.
you lose one of them.
Said he got 2 sliders to make it 2-0.
It's not going to be active in the regular season.
He said normally 2-0. If I get a fastball like that one, he goes, I'm
Apparently,
gonna
it's
swing.
not going to be
This
active
wasn't
during the regular
so he-
season.
He wanted to look at a pitch.
But it's really
And so he
fast.
looked
It
at a
takes less
fastball.
than 10 seconds.
And he worked the count.
And
worked
it's
the
pretty
count,
cool if
finally
you're
got
in
a
the
pitch in his
stands
favor
because
and
you see it
drilled
up
to
on the
center.
scoreboard. So I am pro
He was
challenge.
feeling pretty good about that at bat yesterday. and he
I am
should've.
not pro robot umpires, but the challenge system, I think, they could make it work. Most teams wouldn't use the challenge until late in the game, so they didn't, find themselves without
2
one.
outs in the 1-2. Pretty good looking pitch there.
Struck
And
him
that's
out.
Strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Santillan. Dodgers come up empty. And we've reached stretch time at Goodyear.
All rise. Here comes
We go to a commercial break. It's the 7th inning stretch, y'all. And I don't know if I have it loaded. I mean, it's loaded. I don't know if it's active, though. Let's see. First, let's see if I can find it. And secondly, let me see if it's working. Single, double, triple. Overlay. Take me out to the ball game is F6. F6. What if I turn it on manually? There is no sound. So let's find the sound. What was I thinking when yeah, it ain't working with y'all. Again, that's the whole point of these streams this week, y'all. I'm not worried about whether we win or lose. I'm just worried about getting the setup right for the regular season. Hey, we got an overreactor in the chat. XZN87. Shocking with a name that original. We shouldn't be losing at all. Dodgers hoodie night, Monday, March 31st against the Braves.
Attendants receive an adult Dodgers hoodie courtesy of Bank of America. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Luis Garcia, the new Dodger pitcher, facing Blake Dunn, the center fielder. Garcia between the Angels and Red Sox last year, 60 appearances.
Jeff Bezos donates $1 million to particular people so they could donate money to their charities. Just so happens it happened to be
38-year-old veteran
the one that
Santo
Tom was
Domingo.
doing. Too cool,
In
man.
the air to left, and Josue DePaula is there.
Too cool. So that equates to what? Over 60 full ride scholarships for children of fallen soldiers.
One away, bottom of the 7th.
Pretty impressive. Add some trade schools in there. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Garcia facing Cooper Bowman, who's at second base. Plays the outfield, too. And breaking ball in for a strike. Got a piece of news today from the skipper. That last year was a great time for Dave Roberts, obviously for a lot of reasons, but for family reasons, here in Arizona, it was wonderful because his son, Cole, played baseball at Loyola Marymount, was a minor league farmhand for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Garcia gets the strikeout, 2 down. And so he got to spend a lot of time with him and talk to him about, what's going on each day and how he was continuing to develop as a professional ball player for the first time. Well, Dave told me today that he's not with the Diamondbacks anymore, but he's heading to Clearwater, Florida to play in the Phillies organization. So Cole Roberts will be a member of the Phillies now. And Dave said he's really happy for him. He goes, I'm not going to see my son for several months now that he's on the other side. He was bummed about that, but happy that Cole's going to get a chance to continue playing professionally.
Open up another door.
Yep. One pitch to Arroyo, the shortstop. A little chopper over the mound. That was McClain. He handles it easily. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Luis Garcia. Nice job. On to the 8th. Cincinnati 7.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today.
We go to another commercial break, y'all. Another commercial break. Boom, 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 boom. So as I mentioned, tomorrow the plan, y'all, is to do the Dodgers-Mariners game. And then tomorrow night, Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks. In between, I'll be going to the Roadhouse for the COO's birthday. And we'll have a little deal for her between those two items. So looking forward to that. $94 years of full ride scholarships. That particular charity last year raised $12 million. Yeah, I won't minimize what he did at all, man. He stayed live for nearly a full week. Hit his goal. And actually, I thought I felt kind of bad in a way that he didn't get more subscribers and get closer to that 1 million number that he covets, because it sure doesn't look like he's going to get there before he has to move. But I'm happy for him either way. He seems happy about it. He was literally my inspiration to start a YouTube channel.
In the bullpen moments ago, Kirsten Watson and caught up with Tyler.
Just to get
I was happy to help.
Get an inning of work. How did it feel on the mound?
Good.
David Thomas in the house. What's up, man?
In an actual game, I felt sharp. I felt good.
Dave was talking earlier about just kind of managing, obviously, the work you've been doing this offseason, look to be kind of more in that.
We're still interviewing Glass now, right now.
And mindset. How did you feel just putting it out there and playing in a game with some of those adjustments you've made?
Glass now only lasted an inning
really
today.
Good. I didn't think about it. I think that's kind of more for practice. I think it is. Dave hit on it, but a theme of just like I'm going to try and work on when I go out to the game, just be as athletic as I can. And
Texas Roadhouse is living large eating, says Theo.
I didn't think about it, and
no matter where I go to eat now, I'm always going to think, man, I sure wish there was a Twin Peaks here.
Felt like a big change, or is it just kind of more subtle stuff? Like,
not a huge change. It's more just like how I land.
But next week, y'all, I head back up to Phoenix again. I'm not going to go to any spring training stuff, but I'm headed up there to take my son up for his ASVAB and his Air Force physical.
Yeah. Sweet.
And so at least another night or two up there.
I mean, for bigger body guys, like, there's a challenge of syncing everything up. Is that kind of like the mentality of not trying to think about that too much?
COO asked me where I wanted to stay. I said, just get me close to a Twin Peaks so I can walk in and out.
It's fine in practice when I'm working on stuff. I'm not moving full speed, but once I get into the game, just try to forget about it. And like even I think today when no one was on, I felt great. And then when a guy got on first, I hadn't like done much of.
No, his goal was 1 million or 1 million.
So I think there was
Moto.
a little bit more.
It was literally on his graphic.
That out, but in a whole, everything everything was good.
1 million subscribers or $1 million in donations. That was literally the name of the whole thing.
Kinda. I'm always.
He didn't try though. You're right. He didn't ask for
I think it's
subs.
kind of like summer break when you're like, oh, okay.
But they should have come along organically.
I'm bored. I want to go pitch.
You know, I don't know how you don't reward that guy for his time and effort.
But it's been nice, and I'm glad I can pitch this spring. It's been a while.
Tyler Glasnow from Santa Clarita, one Santa Clarita guy to another. Scott Barlow.
He's trying to, Bodo. He's trying to. We'll see if he gets in, but he's trying to. We got some physical things going on there that might be an issue, but
Barlow, a long time with the Kansas City Royals.
I just want him to get out of here.
Indeed, lobs it on the infield, but Arroyo is right there. Thoughts on the comments?
I just want him to live his life. Quit living here.
He basically echoed from a pitcher standpoint what I was talking about yesterday or the day before, a hitter. When you're changing the swing, you can change it in practice. You can change it and try and tweak it.
Well, in what we do, it's hard to get 1 million subscribers, Bodo, no doubt. No doubt. But you look at this guy on Twitch right now, Kai Sent. He's got 91,000 sitting in his chat right now in the middle of a Monday.
A couple of different things, but he says, look, I have to forget about
I haven't seen him dip below 50,000 in the last 6 days because he streams 24 hours a day.
You can remove the thought process. It's still a work in progress, if you will. And that can distract you and take away from the overall performance if you're trying to think your way through it instead of just acting your way through it.
Griffin Lockwood Powell.
To take another 5 years? I think he'll hit it next year's NFL season, Bodo, personally, but I thought he would hit both. Because I never doubt him. I never doubt Grossi.
Tulsa last year.
And I really thought he would hit both. But he's not going to realize that dream, unfortunately, of the gold play button in the old house. I imagine he's going to pack up next month. He's probably packed already to move to Green Bay.
2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth. Dodgers with a solo run in the third inning. 3-1. That one is not foul. You know, when you look at the spring schedule,
pretty much,
up a little bit as far as the rest of the
I made
week.
plans to go to
Overall,
Diamondbacks versus Dodgers later in spring training, says Yoshinobu. There you go.
Games at Camelback Ranch.
There you go.
More so in terms of percentage than they've had. Which is good. The Lockwood Powell is out, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the 8th inning for Scott Barlow and the Reds.
Bryce Harper is special. He's got a flair for the dramatic.
Bryce Harper for me.
All right, so let's mute that. Where are we at? I guess we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, I like KEA too, man. I like him. He's not moving to Green Bay until the middle of the summer. So that would be, well, July, I suppose. Maybe he gets it. Maybe. I don't know. I really thought he'd just crush it. It's not actually Green Bay? Oh, I thought he was going right next to, like, the stadium, bro. I thought he was going right, too. What's the name of the town, Bodo? Do you know? Is it Oshkosh? I almost ended up living in Oshkosh about 8 years ago. 9 years ago. When the Army threw out those JLTVs, the replacement for the Humvees, I was working on that program. And they offered me a job up there in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. All right, here we go. Back to the Phoenix area.
Relief pitchers making his Dodger debut today, Kirby Yates. And Kirsten
All right,
Connell.
Kirby Yates. We've had a lot of
Kirby,
the
just to get out there,
debuts.
just to have Dodgers technically debut. I know we're waiting for the big one in regular season, but just to be out there, be with this organization, how have you been feeling this spring?
It's good. You know, you kind of always want to go out there and get
You been
the
up for
first one
24
the
hours?
way,
What
kinda
you
as quick
doing?
as possible. You know, anytime you go out there and throw 10 pitches, it's a good thing.
I spent 1 year in Wisconsin in winter. I survived it.
And then go evaluate it and get rolling.
I just couldn't move to Packer country, y'all. I just couldn't do it.
Just trying to get the body moving again, right? You know, getting the timing with mechanics and all of that, be able to execute the pitches that you normally do. But I think that all just comes with volume and rhythm.
I just couldn't bring myself to do
just
it,
trying
y'all.
to get out there frequently and kind of get in a routine.
Obviously,
Maybe
the
if
stuff
it was
is
more
really good
money,
today.
I
Do you
would
feel
have.
like you're in a good spot, just considering only a few more weeks left here in Arizona. Of course, the team will go to Tokyo.
But I kinda
still
knew I
time
was done working for the man
I
at
guess,
that point.
domestic regular season, but just considering that the time here is now limited, are you feeling like you're in a good spot heading to Tokyo?
Yeah, I mean, my body feels good, arm feels strong, and that's kind of the only two things you really can control, right? So it's like going into this, I think once you get more reps, kind of games under your belt, you can kind of, you know, get into the
Stuck up in
routine
Buffalo
and
right
get
now
the things
because my
done that
truck
you expect to
is
do,
in the shop and there's
when you get
nothing but
closer to the
snow
season.
and ice and a lot of
Today is probably the first preview
loud
of just
hockey
kind of
players.
what the bullpen's going to look like. And considering all of the big league arms here, what was it
Oh,
like
the
to
Reds,
sort of
another
hear
home
the
run.
team,
God
whether
dang, we are
it's
getting
Tanner
shellacked.
Scott, Alex Vesia, like all of the guys who were just in, Blake Trinan, who were in there.
We
today.
are getting shellacked.
It's neat. It's,
Sal Stewart, a solo home run.
Good bullpen. You know, the hard part is we haven't done anything yet, right? You got to go out and pitch an entire season, do good, have everything click, and do all those things that make you good. But as a whole,
I'm so
and,
confused.
you know, where we
Kirby's
are right
talking.
now, I
They
think
got
we're all
there. It
very
is.
confident.
Kirby Yates out of the Kauai area in Hawaii. Brother Tyler, older brother Tyler, was a major league pitcher as well. Jack Dreyer pitching. He just got victimized by Sal Stewart, who took over in the DH spot for the Reds, hit a solo homer. And Jack, good year last year. Expecting another good year this year out of the lefty.
Time is it?
Callahan, who's the left fielder.
COO asked me to do some fold some laundry for her.
8-1 Cincinnati.
We enjoy that conversation, Kirby Yates, in one of the glamorous spots of this complex, just outside the janitor's office.
You saw that too.
Yeah. Notice the broom in the background?
Yes. It was not a prop.
No.
That was a game-used one. In the air to center. Justin Dean has it lined up. One up.
Nice to see another mod in here. I thought Valhalla killed everybody else. Come on, man.
Well, he had some great things to say. He was good. You know, we talked about his brother, Tyler Yates. Tyler was much taller. Tyler was like 6'3", 6'4". Yeah, Kirby's about 5'11". And when people ask about the height difference between the brothers, you know, Kirby's been known to say, well, he got the height, I got the arm. And he does have that. And he's got a masterful splitter that he throws that will be on display. I mean, think about the number of pitchers this year that are going to roll out remarkable splitters. You know, you get Yates, of course, Ohtani, Yamamoto, Sasaki's is really good.
Shelby, were you in here when I debuted the chain in the batting helmet?
Things get whittled down roster-wise. It's going to be pretty fun.
I was previously a mod on here, but I'm a mod on other channels, so it's okay. He says Elishiva.
Well, there's competition. There's no question about that.
I'm glad you all are all taking this like adults.
And right now, competition for that last starter spot. And they'll go with a 5-man rotation before Ohtani comes back.
I wonder where Nufo went, y'all. Does Nufo show up in that other site you all go running to every night?
Bobby
Does
Martin
Nufo
will
end
come
up over there with all the other expatriates from Valhalla Sports Talk?
So we've seen Tony Gonsolin pitch. We've seen Dustin May pitch. And we'll see more of them as the spring goes along. The thing about Dustin May, he's out of minor league options. So that's something to factor in when it comes to the roster at the end of the day. Well, how nice was it to see him get that strikeout yesterday?
Absolutely.
We are not adults. We are adults. DOLTS.
But no matter what it is for the final position,
you know which channel. I know which one you all run to.
Bullpen, whatever decisions the Dodgers have to make as we get to the end of spring training.
Well, man said I'm an accredited member of Dodgers media, and y'all were like,
"Oh, around for the trip to Japan." Well, then you have to whittle it down to 26, and they've got some tough decisions. Fortunately, they have a lot of easy decisions. But
I got to interview Ohtani the other day, though, so
tough decisions, perhaps.
Big
at
ups
the end.
to him. Big ups to him.
Marte waits, and the pitch from Dreyer fouled away.
I don't think so, Elishiva. I don't think so, girl.
In the meantime, one thing that should be appreciated, I think, during the course of this spring training is the depth all over the place with the Dodgers in the organization. Pitching to position players. We'll get to see a lot of it here during these spring games. Marte chases, and he strikes out, and there are two down.
The nice thing in an organization is that when you come down to the last number of days and you're having the meetings of all the baseball operations and the manager and the coaches, and you're going over the list of players, it's nice to have difficult decisions as to which player you're going to choose instead of having the flip side of it. So, well, we have to choose someone.
Johnson, the right fielder, takes high.
There's some ball clubs that had a process of elimination to say, well, the only choice we have is this player or this player.
Now, one thing you've got to look at when you're gauging where players are is who's ahead right now, right? Pitchers, are they ahead of the hitters, or are the hitters ahead of the pitchers? And at one point in spring training, eventually they'll catch up with each other.
But hitters have not been in camp. Position players have not been in camp as long. We're talking about a group. Individuals, yes. Mookie Betts came in very much early. Historically, the pitchers have been ahead of the hitters. But now spring training has changed. The standpoint is that you come to camp in shape.
Dreyer went up with a top shelf and struck him out. We go to the ninth. Last chance for the Dodgers.
We're going to the ninth.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today to stream up.
We're going to the ninth, yo. 72 likes, a little over 1,500 views. Val on the short bus with the short helmet. Haters. I hate haters. One-eared helmet in the major leagues, two ears in the minor leagues. Valhalla, I will strike you out, bruh. Bruh, I want the COO to throw me a pitch so bad with my new little Dodger bat. But I'm afraid Thor's a faster runner than me, and he's going to get the baseball before I do, and he'll destroy it. He'll destroy it way before. Yeah, I'm doing games all week, Obe. All the way through Saturday. We'll keep working on the setup, obviously. Keep trying to put it all together. It doesn't look like MLB is going to make the 3D players available before the regular season. I don't know if they'll be available for for the Tokyo series. But either way, I'll be prepared. You all know I'm prepared when it's showtime. Seattle tomorrow, Milwaukee on Wednesday, Colorado on Thursday. Your Angels on Friday, and that is a night game. Angels on Friday. That is at Camelback Ranch. And I think that said Giants on Saturday.
And he unleashes one to left field and deep. Backpedaling on the warning track is Callahan. He retires Chris Oakey. Came in to hit in the DH spot. He's been putting on a little bit of a power display in these games.
Let's
so
eat
far
the baseball.
February.
Give him one of your shoes.
But the ballpark held that
Facts.
one. Randy Wynn is the pitcher. Right-handed batter facing, or pitcher rather, facing Dalton Rushing. They're talking about who's ahead, pitchers or hitters. Today's numbers would go along with what you said, meaning the pitchers are ahead.
I had to turn off the mic when the ducks flew through here because they are attracted to blue lights.
For the Reds. So that would indicate just what you were saying.
LeBron James hasn't been shook all day, y'all. Hadn't been shook.
Rushing 0 for 1, fly to left in the 7th. Rushing out of Louisville, University of, and Wynn pitched for the Reds AAA club, which is in Louisville.
Walked him. Free base.
Pitches with a base runner. At tomorrow's game against the Mariners, you'll get a chance to see Blake Snell for the first time pitch in a Dodger uniform.
Nope.
He was going to go against Luis
That is
Castillo.
patently false, Bodo. He got one of my shoes just last night.
So I know a lot of folks looking forward to that. Aaron
Just
Bracho
last night he got one of my shoes,
yesterday.
and the battle was on.
He gets to hit here in the 9 spot for the Dodgers. Bracho out of Venezuela.
I think he's been napping. What you doing, buddy? Come here. What you doing? You checking out that
It's
Dodger
nice when you
helmet?
can run a 2-time Cy Young Award winner out.
Here, you
He's
want
got
some
a
beef
no-hitter
jerky?
under his belt.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. Won in
Bodo,
both
you're
leagues.
crazy, man. That's insane.
18 with the Rays, 23
This is
with the Padres.
preseason. Bodo with a $20 Valhalla.
Very impressive.
Yeah,
I
now
love
he's
you
coming
too,
home.
man. Love you too, man.
I'm very happy to be here.
Bodo, you're insane, bro.
3-0 now to Bracho. Takes a strike. And again, tomorrow, Roki Sasaki is expecting to throw, but on a backfield, they're going to modify a simulated game for him with Chicago White Sox minor league hitters. And during the course of our broadcast tomorrow, we will give you the update on Sasaki's outing. Obviously, we can't be 2 places at once, but we'll tell you what happened.
There's going to be quite a few people watching over there, too.
I imagine. 3-2. That's job foul. Speaking of pitching, I caught up with Emmett Sheehan today.
Guy's name.
And Emmett is really in a good spot right now. He figures he'll be pitching in games by May or June. Coming back from surgery. You know, he understands that it's not about April and May. It's
Bracho.
about after
Bracho's
that.
his name.
Remember where he was 2 years ago with the Dodgers. He was a factor. Strike 3 call. Bracho's out. Dodgers down to their last out.
Big man behind the plate just came down to his seat with a bag of popcorn and a drink. If the pricing is the same in Sunrise as it is at Camelback,
Like that.
That's about $38. $38.
All right, for Austin
And there's only
Gothier,
one out left.
We're going to try to keep the game going. He walked his first time up. That was in the 7th. And that's right on the outside edge.
I appreciate it, Bodo. I appreciate it, man. Legend. MVP VIP. So Kings hockey tonight, y'all. Kings, Las Vegas.
One pitch. That is down to third base.
Oh, he bobbled it.
Dropped by Noelvi Marte.
Here we go. Here goes the rally.
So the game was on life support, but there's still a faint heartbeat.
Here goes the 2-out rally.
The ball was hit hard, but playable. Tried to throw it before he had it.
An error on Marte. And this will bring up Zaire Hope, who had a really hard-hit single in the 7th inning, 105 miles an hour. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 9th, and Hope bangs it foul off the front of the Dodger dugout.
I don't even think the big stick is working. Nope.
Rushing at second base, Gothier at first. There's a big cut. Now the Dodgers down to their final strike today.
Says check your phone, Val. Theo, come on, bro.
Oh, and 2 to Zaire
You know
Hope.
Theo's about to hook up the COO for tomorrow night, y'all.
Missed inside, 1 and 2.
Too freaking kind. Birthday gift for the COO. Was that 35, Theo? Did you know they take their dough?
Set on the hill, the Reds
Yeah,
righty.
$35 Valhalla.
Is popped up foul. Third base side, Marte by the tarp, and he makes
this
the
one's
catch
final.
this time, and that ends the ball game.
Theo, thank you so much.
The
buddy.
Dodgers will leave 2.
Thank you so much.
And fall to the Reds here.
I'll make sure to get her the bigger steak tomorrow at the Roadhouse.
Final score: Dodgers go to 1 and 4.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Season.
Thank you so much. I'll get her that big old steak.
Dodgers won. Join us tomorrow, Sportsnet LA and AM 570. Dodgers face the
You guys are
Mariners
too
at
kind,
noon.
though.
For Rick
Spring
Monday,
training
I'm
baseball,
Tim
you guys are
Everett.
dropping
Stay tuned for
donuts.
Access Sportsnet Dodgers coming up right now.
Hello, welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers.
let me
I'm
shut
John
that
Hartson.
down.
We're just over.
Let me shut that down. I'll update the screen here. And then I got to get to folding some laundry, y'all. I got to get folding some laundry. Otherwise, she gonna kick my booty. It's amazing how fast you forget where things are in your setups. When you've been gone for a little bit, you know what I mean? So we'll make this 115. Hey, the Dodgers win 30-80. 30-80 is your final. No, it's plastic, Shelby. It's plastic and this is foam. This is just foam. We'll see you, Joe. That chain is the epitome of indulgence. Dodgers play tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow, yo. How hard is it to fold plaid shirts? Bodo! Bodo, my man. We got two new shirts last week. 2 new shirts. You'll see them this week, man. You'll see them this week during these streams. Thor will eat the foam. Hide that chain. I'm going to buy a hook for it to hang it up here. I'm going to buy a hook. But no, it's not hard stuff. It's what is it? What do I got? Towels and drawers. Valhalla's lucky shirts. I can fold shirts in one move, says Ode. All our shirts we put on hangers. Yeah, when we were in Phoenix, y'all, I actually went in to a Walmart. And I found 2 polo shirts that I really, really liked. They really fit beautifully. I love the fabric. And so they are now added to the Valhalla collection. And I got some shorts for the winter, or for the summer. Got me some shorts as well. But I think I'm going to go back and get a couple more of those shirts. Because they're crazy comfortable. Love the fabric. Also known as Walmart Let Him In. Yeah, we got to go to another city. I think they're Ben Hogan is the name on the sleeve. I don't remember. It's a golfer name. But I got 2 different. I got a white version with some designs and a blue one. Guess what I was wearing when I bought them, Bodo? Guess what I was wearing when I bought those new shirts? Here's my lightsaber that Yee sent me last year, y'all. The chain replaced it on the hook. Man, I gotta put up the green screen again, y'all. I'll have half of the... There's like only the top tacks that are holding the green screen in place. Ben Hogan is a Hall of Fame golfer, says Bodo. I'm pretty sure that's the name on the sleeve. Hey, I appreciate you stopping in, Bodo, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, y'all. We ended up with 75 likes, just over 1,600 views. Just over 16, and I'll work on the setup tonight. I think I'm going to do the King game. I'll probably do the King game. I'll restart it and see if I can get this chat thing to work again. But I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Miss Gracie, if you are out there, girl, thinking about you. Alex, thinking about you like crazy. But thank you all for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Dodger baseball, or later tonight for some LA Kings hockey here on Valhalla Sports Talk, the little channel that could. I mean, a lot of things must not be working. My viewer counter says I got 83 in here, and everything I'm looking at says I have 40. So, do I have a boatload on Twitch? No. Valhalla gets to wear this Dodger win. It's a late one, Shelby. It's 8:30 my time. 8:30 my time. It's going to be a late one. So it's an LA game. I'm out, y'all. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air.